they should not feel that all politicians are corrupt. In order to strengthen the democracy, students having good character and value should enter the politics. This is the thought given by Rahul Karat. MIT SOG is spreading this thought.
Please welcome His Excellency Dr. Babu Kambhampati ji, Honorable Governor of Mizoram, former Chief of Army Staff and Honorable Union Minister of State for Road Transport and Highways and Civil Aviation, Government of India, General Dr. V.K. Singh ji, retired PVSM, AVSM and YSM, and also Honorable Member of Parliament Lok Sabha Shiv Sena from Mumbai Northwest Maharashtra, Shri Gajanan Kirtikar ji, along with our rank holders and graduates of the MPG 14th and 15th batch who are arriving now at the Swami Vivekananda Auditorium. With a huge round of applause, let us welcome the academic procession and congratulate these students on the conferment of their degrees. Request all the students to kindly take your seats and positions. Yes. The esteemed dignitaries are arriving at the hall. Request all of you to kindly take your positions immediately so that we can start with the function. We can see that the academic procession has arrived at the Swami Vivekananda Auditorium under the guidance of the Registrar of MIT World Peace University. Let us welcome all the dignitaries and invite them to start ringing the bell. Ringing the bell of democracy, we request all the dignitaries, Honorable Governor of Mizoram, His Excellency Dr. Babu Kambhampati ji, Honorable Union Minister of State for Road Transport and Highways and Civil Aviation, General Dr. V.K. Singh ji, and Honorable Member of Parliament, Shri Gajanan Kirtikar ji, along with Founder, Revered Professor Dr. Vishwanath D. Karat sir, Honorable Executive President of Myers MIT Pune, Shri Rahul V. Karat, along with all the dignitaries. I request all the dignitaries to kindly proceed with the ringing the bell of democracy. I request the First Lady of Mizoram, Dr. Shri Kambhampati ji, and Srimati Vidisha Gajanan Kirtikar ji also to join us in the ringing of the bell of democracy. Let this bell reverberate across India. Let this be the clarion call for the youth to join the politics and make India the Vishwaguru in the future. With a huge round of applause, let us now welcome all the dignitaries on the dais. His Excellency Honorable Governor of Mizoram, Dr. Babu Kambhampati ji, who will be presiding over this convocation ceremony. General Dr. V.K. Singh ji and Shri Gajanan Kirtikar ji. We'll start the function with the traditional lighting of the lamp as per our Bharatiya tradition, where we begin any auspicious function with the lighting of the lamp. I request all the dignitaries to proceed for the traditional lighting of the lamp ceremony, with which we'll mark the beginning of the convocation ceremony of the Masters in Political Leadership and Government MPG batch 14th and 15th. Request all the dignitaries and esteemed guests on the dais to join us in the lighting of the lamp function. Yes. Yes, that is the protocol, right? Let this lamp, which is lit today, show us the way to the future let this lamp fade away all the worries and the darkness and the ignorance from our lives, and let this guide us to pave a bright future for all of us. With a huge round of applause. Thank you all. I request all the dignitaries to take their positions, and may I request all of you to rise in your seats for the national anthem. I request my technical team to kindly relay the I request all of you to rise in your seats. National anthem. It's a tradition at World Peace University, MIT World Peace University, to start our day with the World Peace Prayer gifted to us by our founder director, Revered Professor Dr. Vishwanath D. Karat sir, aiming at world peace. May I now request all of you to join us in the World Peace Prayer.
प्रतिपाद्या जय जय स्वसंवेद्या आत्मरूपा देवा तुची गणेशु सकलार्थ मति प्रकाशु म्हणे निवृत्तिदासु अवधारी गोदी गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
Thank you all. A very warm welcome to all of you to the convocation ceremony of the Master's Program in Political Leadership and Government of the 14th and 15th batch. And on behalf of the MIT WPU School of Government, we would like to welcome all the esteemed dignitaries on and off the dais with a huge round of applause. Let us welcome His Excellency, Honorable Governor of Mizoram, Shri Dr. Babu Kambhampati ji, Honorable Union Minister for State for Road Transport and Highways and Civil Aviation, and former Chief of Army Staff, General Dr. Singh ji, and Honorable Member of Parliament, Lok Sabha from Mumbai, Northwest Maharashtra, Shri Gajanan Kirtikar ji, along with all the dignitaries on the dais. And off the dais, let us also welcome the First Lady of Mizoram, Dr. Shri Kambhampati ji, and Srimati Vidisha Gajanan Kirtikar ji, who is joining us in the audience. To take the proceedings ahead, may I invite Dr. Prashant Aidave, Registrar of MIT World Peace University, to request Reverend Professor Dr. Vishwanath D. Karat, sir, to declare the convocation ceremony open. Over to you, sir.
Namaskar and good morning to all on the dais and off the dais. I stand before you to request Reverend Professor Dr. Vishwanath Karat, sir, to declare the convocation ceremony of Dr. Vishwanath Karat, MIT World Peace University open.
Friends, I declare the convocation ceremony open. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. May I now invite Dr. K. Girishan, Director of the MIT School of Government, to deliver the welcome address.
Namaste. I stand here to extend a hearty welcome to all of you to the convocation ceremony of the Master's Program in Political Leadership and Government, batch number 14 and 15. I welcome each one of you to this memorable ceremony on behalf of the Board of Trustees, MIT, MIT World Peace University, and MIT School of Government. I wish to take 1 minute to recall the journey of MIT School of Government. This is the pioneer institute in the country to initiate a Master's Program in Political Leadership and Government in the year 2005. The unique initiative to bring about a change in the mindset of people about politics was the seed thought of Sri Rahul Karat, which was nurtured and mentored by late T.N. Session, the former Chief Election Commissioner of India. We firmly believe that good political leadership from Panchayat to Parliament can only ensure good governance and vibrant democracy in the country. I wish to highlight that MIT SOG is on a mission to empower youth as a critical mass with commitment, compassion, dynamism, ethics, professionalism, and vision to steer ahead and to engage young people in politics. With the guidance and support of leaders from a large political spectrum, with impeccable integrity, untiring faith in values, and strong professionalism, as we have today, in addition to the galaxy of experts, we will continue to move forward with rigor, vigor, and zeal. I must say, the students of MPG 14 and 15 who are graduating today are really fortunate to receive their degrees from the hands of the leaders known for their strong faith in values, integrity, professionalism, and academic interest. I wish to extend a hearty welcome to the Honorable Governor of Mizoram, Dr. Babu Kambhampati ji, for his august presence here. One could find a perfect blend of strong academic orientation and commitment to public life that spans several decades through Andhra University Engineering Students Union, Andhra University Teachers Association, Andhra Pradesh Legislative Assembly, and the Indian Parliament in the past. Sir is known for his deep sense of commitment, dedication, and passion towards the welfare and development of the country. Sir, we wish to a hearty welcome to you and looking forward to your words of wisdom and experience. I wish to extend a hearty welcome to the Honorable Union Minister of State for Road Transport, Highways, and Civil Aviation, as well as the former Chief of Army Staff, General Singh ji. Sir has a well-accomplished and highly decorated life in the Indian Army before embracing political life. As a minister, General has made significant contributions that include evacuation of Indian citizens from Yemen, South Sudan, Iraq, and recently from Ukraine in the recent past. And a soldier never retires, and that is a hallmark of General Singh ji. Sir, we wish to extend a warm welcome to you and looking forward to your words of wisdom and wide-ranging experience. I also welcome Shri Gajanan Kirtikar ji, Honorable Member of Parliament from North West Mumbai Parliamentary Constituency. Sir has been with the Reserve Bank of India for a long period and is an expert in economics and fiscal analysis. In addition to active public service, Sir is also active in sports. Presently, Sir is the Executive President of Maharashtra Kabaddi Association. Sir, we wish to extend a hearty welcome to you. Today, we are honored with the presence of the First Lady of Mizoram, Dr. Shri Kambhampati ji. Madam is a reputed academician and well-known writer. Madam, we wish to extend a hearty welcome to you. We have with us Shri Vidisha Gajanan ji, who is a thinker as well as an entrepreneur. We wish to extend a hearty welcome to you, ma'am. I also welcome Professor Vishwanath Karat ji, the founder and president of MIT World Peace University. Being an educationist and a great visionary, Professor has made a perfect blending of science, religion, and spirituality, which has been part of his vision and mission always. Professor Karat is a great source of inspiration and guiding light to all of us. Sir, I wish to extend a hearty welcome to you. I welcome Sri Rahul Karat ji, the Executive President of MIT World Peace University and the founder of MIT School of Government. When it comes to any program or activity of MIT SOG, Rahul ji manifests a special kind of energy, fire, passion, and spirit. Sir, the school always look forward for your direction, guidance, and support. I wish to extend a hearty welcome to Rahul Karat ji. I also welcome Sir P.V. Joshi, our member of Board of Management, for joining us in this function. Sir, we wish to welcome a hearty welcome to you. I wish to welcome Professor Ravi Kumar Chitnis, Vice Chancellor, Professor Prashant Dave, the Registrar, Professor Ganesh Pokale, the Control of Examination, Professor Saurav Chaudhurvedi, the Dean of School of Law, Professor Shalini Sharma, Dean of School of Economics and School of Public Policy, Sri Dheeraj Singh, Director, School of Media and Journalism, and Professor Parimal, Head of School, MIT School of Government. I also welcome the members of Board of Management and other statutory bodies, academic leaders, teachers, and staff of MIT World Peace University for their guidance, support, and participation in this program. I also welcome the alumni who have joined with us in this convocation ceremony. I welcome the students of MIT SOG and students of other schools for their participation. Most importantly, I extend a warm welcome to the graduating students of MPG 14 and 15 and their family members and friends to this convocation. It's a very special day for each one of you. I hope that your association with the school and the university will continue in the days ahead as well. I wish to mention that the school always looks forward to have you, to have co-creation, collaboration, and active involvement from each one of you in the time to come. Once again, I wish to extend a hearty welcome to all of you. Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, sir. No function is complete without felicitating all the esteemed dignitaries on the dais. May I now request Honorable Professor Dr. Vishwanath D. Karat, sir, to kindly felicitate our esteemed dignitaries on the dais in this sequence. With a huge round of applause, let us welcome and felicitate His Excellency, Honorable Governor of Mizoram, Dr. Babu Kambhampati ji, who is presiding over the convocation ceremony of the 14th and 15th MPG batch of the School of Government. Next, with a huge round of applause, let us welcome and honor His Excellency, Honorable Governor of Mizoram, Dr. Babu Kambhampati ji. May I now request Professor Dr. Vishwanath D. Karat, sir, to kindly felicitate General Dr. V.K. Singh ji, Honorable Union Minister of State for Road Transport and Highways and Civil Aviation, Government of India, and former Chief of Army Staff. With a huge round of applause, let us welcome and felicitate General Dr. V.K. Singh ji. The applause should continue. May I now request Professor Dr. Vishwanath D. Karat, sir, to kindly felicitate Shri Gajanan Kirtikar ji. Honorable Member of Parliament, Lok Sabha of Shiv Sena from Mumbai Northwest, Maharashtra constituency. May I also request with a huge round of applause, let us welcome and felicitate Shri Gajanan Kirtikar ji. Thank you, sir. Thank you. We would also like to welcome and felicitate Dr. Shri Kambhampati Madam, the First Lady of Mizoram, who is an eminent thinker and author. I request Dr. K. Girishan sir, Director of the MIT School of Government, to kindly felicitate Dr. Shri Kambhampati Madam, the First Lady of Mizoram, who is an eminent thinker and author and holds a PhD in Agrarian Economy in Andhra under Vijayanagar, and also a postdoc in Society and Women in Andhra. She was formerly the member of the teaching faculty of the postgraduate department in Andhra University, Visakhapatnam. With a huge round of applause, let us welcome Dr. Shri Kambhampati Madam to this convocation ceremony. May I now request Dr. K. Girishan sir to also felicitate Srimati Vidisha Gajanan Kirtikar ji, who is a noted entrepreneur and a multifaceted personality, having worked on a wide range of issues from sustainable organic farming, Ayurveda to spiritualism. May I request Anuradha Parashar Madam also to join us in felicitating Srimati Vidisha Gajanan Kirtikar ji. The MIT School of Government, conceptualized by our Executive President, Shri Rahul V. Karad, was initiated in the year 2005 for creating ethical, spirited, committed political young leaders from across the country and also from the grassroots of India. Let us now see some glimpses on the MIT School of Government. I request my technical team to kindly relay the film on the MIT School of Government.
MIT School of Government is the first institute to initiate the leadership program in politics and government. After the independence, there was a need to have an institution to train the aspiring politicians or the young leading generation of the country. In 2005, MIT SOG was conceptualized by Rahul V. Karad, the Executive President of MIT World Peace University, Pune, with a vision of creating ethical, spirited, and committed political leadership for the country from the grassroots and from all walks of life. MIT School of Government is now a part of MIT World Peace University. It offers a 2-year postgraduate degree program in political leadership and government, MPG. The program comprises of 1 year on-campus learning and 1 year off-campus training. Young leaders of our country should respect the politics. They should not feel that all politicians are corrupt. In order to strengthen the democracy, students having good character and value should enter the politics. This is the thought given by Rahul Karad. MIT SOG is spreading this thought in the youngsters. Till date, more than 350 young leaders are set for their mission. They have grabbed key positions in the political parties or government regulatory organizations, and some have succeeded in getting the memberships of the legislative bodies. Obviously, it has backbone of the education imparted at MIT School of Government. Eminent speakers from all walks of life, be it politics, journalism, economics, sociology, film guide the participants. Students are exposed to listening, meeting, interacting with more than 100 various scholars and speakers throughout the year. This is the peculiarity of this unique residential learning program. As a part of the program, students visit the villages, study their administrative systems, and also extend visits to the state assemblies, houses of the parliaments, etc. While doing this, they learn to differentiate, make comparative study of the developed and underdeveloped villages, better and progressive constituencies. Visits to various party offices, government offices make such student rich in knowledge and experience. They go to different parts of the country to meet the politicians and get trained with them. The program comprises of the one-year internship, which facilitates the students to learn directly from the politicians or in their offices. They are exposed to various social issues also. International study tour makes the student compare various political systems, ideologies, structure of nations. Their vision is broadened and mindset is changed. Rahul Karad, the founder of MIT School of Government, says that in order to strengthen the democracy, educated young generation must lead the politics. MIT School of Government is thus molding the students to empower themselves for knowledge, power and courage. This is a small contribution of MIT School of Government towards the nation building.
Let's all hear it for the unique concept put forth by our Executive President, the MIT School of Government. At this moment, we would also like to inform all of you that the students of MPG have been fortunate to interact with all the dignitaries who are sitting on the dais at various occasions at Delhi also. And one of our students is also working with Shri Gajanan Kirtikar ji. May I now request Honorable Vice Chancellor of MIT World Peace University. May I now request Honorable Vice Chancellor of MIT World Peace University, Dr. R.M. Chitnis sir, to address the audience.
Good morning and namaskar to all of you. Ladies and gentlemen, it is indeed a great, great pleasure to all of us and honor to have all the distinguished guests present here to witness a ceremony which every graduating student aspires for. That is convocation. And why only students? It is a great moment for all teachers, and it is a great moment for them because they want to see the students reaching at an important milestone of their bright careers. And there where lies the job satisfaction of all the teachers. So, once again, on behalf of revered Dr. Karad sir, Honorable Rahul V. Karad sir, all the member trustees, faculty members, dean, pro-vice chancellors, may I welcome our three very, very outstanding and important guests, Honorable Shri Babu Kambhampati ji, Honorable General V.K. Singh ji, Honorable Shri Gajanan Kirtikar ji. We also have First Lady of Mizoram, Madam Kambhampati ji, and Mrs. Vidisha Gajanan Kirtikar with us. And this actually shows or highlights the importance of this convocation, where such three delegates or important persons in that particular fraternity of politics are here to convocate 14th and 15th batch of Masters in Political Leadership program, which is popularly known as MPG program.
Friends,
School of Government, which is the brainchild of Honorable Executive President Shri Rahul V. Karad sir, has been established on a very profound and deep-rooted and a visionary thought process. It is popularly said that the leaders are born and not are made, challenging that very old notion, just like defying the colonial mindset, which is so deeply engraved on the minds of many Indians. Honorable Shri Rahul V. Karad sir firmly believe that leadership qualities can be honed and nurtured systematically and methodically by imparting proper training, education, and practical experience. Taking that seed thought of the School of Government ahead, MIT World Peace University strongly feels that the fresh and open minds of youth, or today's youth, can be channelized to bring forth their hidden talents to become leaders. There is a great difference in having one-upmanship and having leadership qualities. MIT School of Government nurtures its students to become leaders who lead from the front while taking others with them and not necessarily ahead of them. Again, it's a great pleasure to have three great leaders to greet this occasion of Convocation ceremony of budding leaders of tomorrow. Compliments to entire team of School of Government, Director Dr. Girisan, Dr. Parimar Sudhakar sir, and all the faculty members of organizing this prestigious event in the presence of the dignitaries having illustrious career of their own. Friends, this convocation ceremony is truly the celebration of students to commemorate their graduation. It is the celebration of their successful completion of a focused journey of the past 2 years. This ceremony is to wish them the best for their leadership and administrative careers as they step out in the world of tomorrow. They are rising suns on the horizon of the great nation, Bharat, and we all have gathered here to congratulate them and cheer them up for the becoming masters of leadership. Let's all clap for them, real celebrities of today's function, and wish them all the best. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, and thank you all.
Thank you, sir, for your warm words. The MIT School of Government has given growth to various social initiatives, one of the most prominent of which is the Bharatiya Chhatra Sansad, the largest classroom which has nurtured thousands of future political leaders through its different editions. Let us now have a look at the Bharatiya Chhatra Sansad. Before seeing the glimpses of the Bharatiya Chhatra Sansad, may I request my technical team to kindly relay a short film on our Executive President Shri Rahul V. Karad ji before inviting him to address the audience.
Film mil raha hai. Please, maybe at the end, after my speech, you can show. Janani Janmabhumisha Swargadapi Gariyasi. Behalf of the bodies of trustees and the most revered founder, Dr. Vishwanath Karad sir, all the staff, students, and the bodies of trustees and all other governing boards of MIT World Peace University, let me welcome VK Singh, the governor of Mizoram. Sir, thank you so much for participating today. I'm very glad that you could take the effort to come all the way. Thank you so much. I want to welcome Madam Governor also. Thank you so much for your participation today in this prestigious convocation ceremony of 14th and 15th MIT School of Government batch. Also, we have another very decorated VK Singh Sahab, Honorable Minister for Road and Transport for the State Minister. Sir, आपका भी आज का यहाँ पे आना हुआ. I am so glad on behalf of our founder. Once again, country loves you so much. The youth of the country love you so much. I am very, very happy that you are also today, you are here. Also, Gajanan Kirtikar Sahab, I think he's very much from our own state, and from his journey from the grassroots leader to this place today, he decorated our Vidhan Sabha, Lok Sabha, and various important other legislative bodies. So thank you so much, Kirtikar ji. Madam Kirtikar ji, आपका भी यहाँ पे आना हुआ, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. मैं मंच के ऊपर बैठे हुए बाकी सभी लोग, हमारे फाउंडिंग ट्रस्टी प्रकाश जोशी जी, प्रोफेसर गिरिसन, our vice chancellor of course, and all the deans and the directors, the control of examination, my registrar, and all other respected dean members and everybody sitting here in the front row, and of course the students of 14-15 batch and the present batch also. What a great day today. I have a great satisfaction that how this journey we have come, in a very speedy manner, I must say. We have some students of liberal art, fine arts, economics also, and some other branches like public policy school and other institutions in this particular audience. So I welcome all the students of other schools also. As MIT World Peace University, we want to propagate a very beautiful multidisciplinary approach and this journey, and I'm very glad that you all are participating. The journalism school, the public policy, the economics, and the sustainable study program, some students are also here. So this is a very beautiful mix today in this 14th-15th convocation ceremony of MIT School of Government. Thank you so much. मैं बहुत लंबी बात नहीं करूँगा. छोटी सी फिल्म आपने यहाँ पे सबने देखी है. 2003-04 में वीके सिंह साहब लोग हमारे ऊपर हंसे थे कि राजनीति में ऐसा कोई प्रशिक्षण देके कोई स्कूल भारत के जैसे जहाँ पे बाहुबल चलता है, पैसे की ताकत चलती है, जात चलती है, और मुझे लगता है कि कास्ट एंड क्रिमिनलाइजेशन, करप्शन एंड कम्युनलिज्म, ये चारों चीज़ें अपने डेमोक्रेसी को एक तरीके से मैं शाप कहूँगा कि उसका जो एक इवोल्यूशन जिस तरीके से हो रहा है. और मुझे अभी भी याद है Mr. Sheshan when he joined, I spoke about the corruption, criminalization, communalism, and casteism. And I remember, and Mr. Sheshan said that time, that Rahul, what way we want to make our students different? For a diamond, a raw diamond, when it comes to your hand, because of the four things, it becomes different. One is a cut, clarity, carat, and cut, clarity, color. Yes, the color. These four very important things. The ladies, I think, thank you so much for helping me out. So I think तो उस तरीके से सर मैं कहना चाहूँगा यहाँ पे सिंह साहब की अभी तक की बैचेस ने जो भी काम किया है 2003-04 में लोगों को लगा था ये यूटोपियन थॉट है. पब्लिक लाइफ में, राजनीति में ऐसा प्रशिक्षण देके इस तरीके से कुछ हो नहीं सकता. बट मुझे इस बात की बहुत खुशी है कि लगभग 450 स्टूडेंट्स अभी तक पास आउट हुए जो अभी स्टूडेंट लीडर्स बने हैं, और विभिन्न पॉलिटिकल पार्टियों में बड़े बड़े पदों के ऊपर, बीजेपी से लेके, कांग्रेस से लेके, सीपीआई, सीपीएम, राष्ट्रवादी पार्टी, शिवसेना, ऑल द पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज दे आर वर्किंग एट ए वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पोजीशंस. और इतना ही नहीं, भारतीय छात्र संसद के माध्यम से जो उससे भी बड़ा एक प्लेटफॉर्म, इसी बात को एक इसका कैनवस बढ़ाने के लिए 2011 में हमारे सब लोगों ने, हमने मिलकर सपना देखा कि भारतीय छात्र संसद, विच इज़ द लार्जेस्ट क्लासरूम ऑफ इंडिया टू डेवलप द फ्यूचर पॉलिटिशियन. सो इन सब उपक्रमों के माध्यम से नेशनल विमेंस पार्लियामेंट एक महत्वपूर्ण प्लेटफॉर्म बना. आंध्र प्रदेश में गवर्नर सर, आप तो खुद विशाखापट्टनम से है, उस वक्त बाबू जी मुख्यमंत्री थे, वो भारतीय छात्र संसद में आए तो उन्होंने मुझे विनती की कि राहुल भारतीय छात्र संसद आंध्र प्रदेश में हो. मैंने उनको विनती किया कि वुमेन एम्पावरमेंट के बारे में, हाउ कैन वी इंश्योर द वुमेन पार्टिसिपेशन इन पॉलिटी एंड द डेमोक्रेसी. तो वहाँ पे विशाखापट्टनम में हमने, विजयवाड़ा में, अमरावती में एक बहुत बड़ा नेशनल वुमेंस पार्लियामेंट किया था. वो पूरा सरकार का फंड था, वो उनका ऑर्गेनाइज करने का श्रेय उनका था, बट जो एकेडमिक थिंकिंग उसका जो था और कंडक्ट जो था, तो हमारी संस्था ने उसमें बहुत महत्वपूर्ण रोल बनाया. और मुझे खुशी है कि नेशनल टीचर कांग्रेस जैसा भी एक प्लेटफॉर्म बाद में बना, और अभी अलग अलग राज्यों में अलग अलग मुख्यमंत्री इन सब चीज़ों को, भारतीय छात्र संसद अभी गोवा में भी हुआ, गोवा के मुख्यमंत्री जी ने भी वहाँ पे हमें निमंत्रण दिया था, तो उस तरीके से केरला में भी हुआ, हरियाणा में हुआ, और भी काफ़ी सारे राज्यों में ये इस तरीके के प्लेटफॉर्म के माध्यम से स्टूडेंट को सेंसिटाइज करने का काम लगातार पिछले 17-18 सालों से MIT स्कूल ऑफ गवर्नमेंट, भारतीय छात्र संसद, नेशनल वुमेन्स पार्लियामेंट कर रहा है। मुझे ये कहते हुए भी प्रसन्नता है कि 4 साल पहले VK सिंह सर, आपको याद होगा, लोकसभा में जो महिलाओं का एक 400 महिला MLAs का एक कन्वेंशन हुआ था, तो वो कल्पना हम और हमारे लोगों ने सुमित्रा जी को उस वक्त बोली थी। उनको बड़ी कल्पना अच्छी लगी, बट सरकार को हमने पूरा उसका कंडक्ट कैसे करना है, वो भी एक लोकसभा ने इतिहास रचा कि पहली बार ऐसे 400 महिला MLAs की कॉन्फ्रेंस लोकसभा में हुई। और उसी बात को आगे चंद्रा बाबू जी ने, मुझे याद है सुमित्रा जी जब आए तो उन्होंने खुले मन से वहाँ पे बोला था कि भाई लोकसभा ने इस तरीके की बहुत अच्छी कॉन्फ्रेंस वहाँ पे की, बट उससे भी बहुत बड़ी कॉन्फ्रेंस नेशनल वुमेन्स पार्लियामेंट के माध्यम से चंद्रा बाबू जी की मदद से MIT स्कूल ऑफ गवर्नमेंट ने वहाँ पे विजयवाड़ा में साकार की, और बहुत सारी लड़कियों को साकार, और एक नया एक तरीके से कल्चर में कहूँगा कि पॉलिटिक्स में ट्रेनिंग, ये थोड़ा छोटा मुँह बड़ी बात होगी, बट कीर्तिकर साहब मैं बताना चाहूँगा कि भारत में पॉलिटिक्स में ट्रेनिंग, पॉलिटिक्स में एजुकेशन, इस बात का अगर उगम कहाँ से हुआ तो MIT स्कूल ऑफ गवर्नमेंट 2005 में। ये आप सब लोगों को, सभी स्टूडेंट्स को भी पता होना चाहिए कि यहाँ से वो शुरुआत हुई, और अभी अलग अलग राज्यों में गुजरात छात्र संसद, बिहार छात्र संसद, मध्य प्रदेश छात्र संसद, ऐसे अलग अलग प्लेटफॉर्म, अलग अलग स्टूडेंट जो यहाँ से पास आउट हो रहे हैं, बाकी के स्टूडेंट इससे जुड़ रहे हैं, इसको दिशा मिल रही है। और हम एक्टिव सिटीजनशिप की जो बात बोल रहे हैं, मैं दूसरी भी 75 साल की आज़ादी, ऑनरेबल मिनिस्टर सर, इस बार हम कंप्लीट हो रही है, तो मैं पिछले साल भर से इस कैंपस में भी कुछ पोस्टर्स लगे हुए हैं। पिछले 10, 20, 25 सालों में मतलब मुझे आज ये मैं टोपी पहन रहा हूँ, मेरी उम्र 45 हो गई, बट मुझे लगता है कि पिछले 2, 3, 4 साल तक इस कैंपस में भी हम जो ब्रिटिश अपनी जो स्टाइल है, वो जो गाउन और वो सब पहन के हम करते थे, तो मुझे 10 साल लगे कि यहाँ तक आने के लिए। हमारी साइकोलॉजी सबकी उसी तरीके से इतने सालों से ब्रिटिश एरा हैज़ गॉन, यू नो, एंड for better innovation, for better science and other developments, my dear students, and for our original thinking, I think we need to have fundamentally our mindset need to be changed. That are we a original thinker, or are we just a copy and paste? Do we want to just copy the Western world? We all need to think. Whatever best they have, we have to really adopt and build up in the global economy, no doubt about that. But fundamentally, these are the questions to be asked. So ये जो पगड़ी यहाँ पे पहनी है, तो मैं मतलब बट समय के साथ किसी ने तो इसमें दिशा देनी होती है, और बहुत सारे लोगों ने अपने अपने तरीके से बहुत अच्छा काम करके हम यहाँ तक, कांग्रेस सरकार में भी काम हुआ, उससे पहले सरकारों ने भी काम किया, बट हम यहाँ तक आए हैं। तो इसके बाद मैं यहाँ पे गवर्नर साहब ये कहना चाहूँगा कि रस्तों के नाम बदल गए, शहरों के भी कुछ नाम बदल गए। गजानन कीर्तिकर साहब, आप औरंगाबाद का नाम संभाजी नगर की भी बात हुई, तो मुझे लगता है कई बार इसके बारे में ये कोई पॉलिटिक्स, बीजेपी, कांग्रेस या किसी एक पार्टी की बात नहीं हो रही है, बट मैं एक्टिव सिटीजनशिप और नेशन बिल्डिंग के प्रोसेस में क्या होना चाहिए एक एक्टिव नागरिक के नाते मैं आपके सबके सामने रख रहा हूँ। तो इसलिए 75 साल की आज़ादी के तौर के ऊपर मैंने कुछ कम्युनिकेशन सभी MPs को और मिनिस्टर्स को, सभी भारत के 10,000 डिसीजन मेकर्स को मैंने भेजा है कि 75 साल के बाद हम इंडिया जो नामकरण है, मेरा नाम राहुल मेरे पिताजी ने दिया, मेरे माताजी ने दिया, उसी तरीके से भारत का भी नाम, जो भारत हमारा अखंड भारत, तो इंडिया का भी शब्द प्रयोग कम करके हम भारत, ये शब्द पूरे विश्व में इसका चर्चा होना चाहिए। और दूसरी भी बात, मैं थोड़ा टेम्पटेड हूँ, बिकॉज मैं सर सिंह सर आपके बहुत सारे भाषण हमने सुने हैं, युवा तो आपसे प्रेरित होते हैं, और आर्मी के बारे में भी मैंने आपको बात बोली कि NCC पूरे देश में 3.5 करोड़ बच्चे 12th के बाद पढ़ रहे हैं, तो हम NCC कंपलसरी क्यों नहीं करें, बाकी भी ऐसी चीज़ें, ताकि एक सही मायने में देश में क्रांति हो सकती है उससे। तो वो मुझे उनकी भावना बहुत पॉजिटिव तरीके से बता रहे थे क्या क्या होना चाहिए। तो मैं आप सब लोगों के सामने, बिकॉज दे हैव द अथॉरिटी, विथ आवर ओन स्ट्रेंथ ऑफ 60,000 स्टूडेंट्स ऑफ आवर ग्रुप, वी कैन स्केल अप, वी कैन मेक अ इम्पैक्ट, एंड वी आर कंटिन्यूसली डूइंग दैट। बट मुझे ऐसे सच में लगता है सिंह सर कि भारत का कैनवास, यू आर द अथॉरिटीज, यू कैन स्केल अप दिस वेरी थॉट प्रोसेस। लाइक फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इवन आई फील इंडिपेंडेंस डे सर, मैं बोलता हूँ कि मैंने मिस्टर सिंह को आपको इंडिपेंडेंस दिया, मैं कौन होता हूँ आपको इंडिपेंडेंस देने वाला? उसमें भी कहीं ना कहीं कॉलोनियल इसकी बू है, ऐसा मुझे लगता है। तो इंडिपेंडेंस डे का भी नाम बदल के हम नेशनल डे कर सकते हैं क्या? और इसी आधार के ऊपर प्राइम मिनिस्टर साहब और आपके गवर्नमेंट के काफ़ी सारे लोग बहुत अच्छे तरीके से इस दिशा में विचार कर रहे हैं। बट मुझे लगता है कुछ मैंने वेंकैया जी के साथ भी इसकी चर्चा की, मैंने बाकी भी राजनाथ सिंह साहब से भी मैंने चर्चा की। वो बोले राहुल ये पब्लिक से चीज़ें आनी चाहिए, इसमें देर आर वेरियस एंगल्स टू दिस, बट मुझे ऐसा लगता है हमें सब ने सोचना है। हम कोई कुत्ते बिल्ली है, इंडिपेंडेंस किसी ने दिया हमें, वी वर द सेल्फ लिबरेटेड नेशन फ्रॉम थाउजेंड्स ऑफ ईयर्स, वी आर द इतनी प्राचीन संस्कृति में। अमेरिका में गया था तो बोले मिस्टर कराड़ योर डोर्स आर ओल्डर देन आवर इकोनॉमी, आई मीन टू से द अमेरिकन गवर्नमेंट, कि अमेरिका तो 200-300 साल का देश है, और जो which is a melting pot, very beautiful culture, the academic culture they have created, so much can be learned from those countries, but मुझे लगता है कि आने वाले समय में हम इस तरीके से अगर सोचेंगे तो बहुत बड़ा काम हो सकता है। तो मैंने और एक महत्वपूर्ण चीज़ मुझे ऐसी लगती है कि सर मिज़ोरम से आते हैं, नॉर्थ ईस्ट के राज्यों का हमेशा सरकार ने चाहा है कि वहाँ पे एम्पावरमेंट कैसे हुई जाए। जम्मू कश्मीर के बारे में भी हम जानते हैं कि किस तरीके के निर्णय लिए गए, और कई बार बहुत सिंपल चीज़ों के बारे में भी मुझे लगता है चर्चा नहीं होनी चाहिए। ट्रिपल तलाक इस्लाम में है, या बाकी भी हिंदू धर्म में भी ऐसी कुछ पुरानी परंपराएं थी, तो ऐसे देयर वर सम some such traditions which were just going on blindly, and I expect all the students and everybody of MIT World Peace University, all the other leaders, to think and make the students to think in this direction, and that's what our founder has sowed the seeds in this organization. तो मैं नॉर्थ ईस्ट के बारे में का जो पॉइंट मैं कह रहा था गवर्नर सर की, हमने एक पीस एम्बेसडर प्रोग्राम 2 वीक्स का बनाया है, और मेरी मन से इच्छा है कि इवन जम्मू कश्मीर में जो विच वाज नोन फॉर ब्यूटी एंड टेररिज्म, वहाँ से भी सिलेक्टेड चुनिंदा बच्चों को हम लाके पीस एम्बेसडर प्रोग्राम हम दे सकते हैं क्या? नॉर्थ ईस्ट के भी स्टूडेंट्स को मेन स्ट्रीम में हम ला सकते हैं क्या? तो जो विश्व का सबसे बड़ा गुम्बद आदरणीय कराड़ सर ने जो हमारी संस्था में एक लैबोरेटरी ऑफ द वर्ल्ड पीस के नाते जो बनाया है, वहाँ पे ये प्रोग्राम इम्पैक्ट किया जा सकता है, और एक कोलैबोरेटिव तरीके से एक बहुत बड़ा काम ऑनरेबल मिनिस्टर सर इसमें हो सकता है। सिंह सर, कई बार मैंने देखा है कि ये प्राइवेट है, प्राइवेट और सरकार, मुझे लगता है कि देश के आज हायर एजुकेशन में इफ यू काउंट द हाउ मेनी इंजीनियर्स आर प्रोड्यूस्ड बाय द कंट्री, वी ऑल नो दैट, उसमें से 80% इंजीनियर्स हु इज प्रोड्यूसिंग दैट ऑल्सो द कंट्री नो। सो आई थिंक ये जो स्ट्रेंथ है ना हमारे ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस की, इस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में 8,000 से ऊपर काम करते हैं। गजानन कीर्तिकर साहब, यहाँ पे 8,500 लोग इस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में काम करते हैं, 65,000 बच्चे। तो एक तो इस तरीके की भारत में कोई एक अकेला अनोखा ग्रुप नहीं है, और भी काफ़ी सारी शिक्षण संस्थाएं अपने तरीके से काम कर रही है। तो बहुत बड़ा काम हम अगर साथ में आएंगे तो हो सकता है। इसलिए आज तीनों इम्पोर्टेंट गवर्नमेंट के सीनियर लीडर्स यहाँ बैठे, फिर से एक बार मैं इनका स्वागत अभिनंदन करता हूँ। मैं ये भी विचार आपके सामने रखता हूँ कि एक अकेला पॉलिटिकल लीडरशिप का MIT स्कूल ऑफ गवर्नमेंट के जो भी 450 स्टूडेंट पास आउट हुए, ये इनफ नहीं है। भारत में 30 के लगभग विधानसभा है, तो सभी विधानसभाओं में इस तरीके की लीडरशिप, लोकसभा में सर US में आप सर कई बार गए, सिंह सर, गवर्नर सर आप भी गए, हर वी हैव टू लर्न फ्रॉम देम। 50 राज्यों में हर असेंबली में उनके ट्रेनिंग के सेल्स इतने एम्पावर्ड है, वी जस्ट कांट मैच। आई एम नॉट अंडरस्टैंडिंग दैट विच इज द सीड ऑफ वेरी आवर थिंकिंग प्रोसेस where we have to really pay the attention. मैं अभी चलते चलते ऑनरेबल मिनिस्टर सिंह सर के साथ में आ रहा था, तो वो बोले राहुल सरकार में फाइनेंसेस के चैलेंजेस होते हैं, बाकी प्रायोरिटीज़ होती है काफ़ी सारी, बट मुझे लगता है कि एजुकेशन 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 दिस कैन रियली ट्रांसफॉर्म आवर नेशन और फॉर दैट मैटर एनी अदर नेशन। एंड 75 साल का यहाँ का अपना जर्नी, मैं समझता हूँ कि अगले 10, 20, 25 साल MIT शिक्षण संस्था का 40 साल का अपना जो एक जर्नी है, तो मुझे आई सी वेरी ब्यूटीफुल पिक्चर इन नेक्स्ट 20, 30, 40 ईयर्स, 50 ईयर्स फॉर द नेशन। बट मेरी आपको सबको अपील है, और स्टेज के भी सभी लोगों को अपील है, कि हमारे जैसे शिक्षण संस्थाओं को थोड़ा सा इंपॉर्टेंस देके और भी बहुत महत्वपूर्ण काम इस देश में हम जल्दी स्केल अप कर सकते हैं, ऐसा मेरा यहाँ मानना है। फिर से एक बार आपका सबका स्वागत अभिनंदन। आप सभी स्टूडेंट्स को इस पेशेंटली आपने मुझे सुना, इसके लिए भी आपका धन्यवाद। थैंक यू सो मच। जय हिंद, जय भारत।
Let's once again have a huge round of applause to Shri Rahul V. Karad sir, the chief initiator of MIT School of Government, founder of the Bharatiya Chhatra Sansad, National Teachers Congress and the National Women's Parliament. There was a technical glitch while playing the BCS video. May I now request my technical team to kindly relay the Bharatiya Chhatra Sansad film.
भारत माता की वंदे वंदे इंकलाब
have directly touched over 80,000 student leaders and over millions of students indirectly through this Bharatiya Chhatra Sansad.
ज्ञान का दालन बोल के मेरी भारत माता उभर आने वाली है.
Leaving the passion for the nation. So now the time has come again for all of us, particularly the younger generation, to join politics in a big way.
भारतवर्ष को बनाना है तो प्रेम से बनेगा, गुस्से से नहीं बनेगा. याद रखिए.
लेकिन मैं कह रहा हूं कि अगर चुनाव करना पड़े कि स्कूल बनाने और पुल बनाने में पहले किसको चुनना है, तो पहले स्कूल बनाना चाहिए. पढ़ लिख जाएंगे बच्चे, अपने आप पुल बना लेंगे.
सूखी नदियां हैं, उनको भरी हुई नदियों से जोड़ दो ताकि इधर भी जिंदगी हो जाए और उधर भी जिंदगी हो जाए.
Next is the unveiling of the annual report of the MPG batch 14th and 15th at the august hands of the honorable dignitaries on the dais. May I request honorable dignitaries, His Excellency, Honorable Governor of Mizoram, Dr. Babu Kambhampati ji, General Dr. V.K. Singh ji, and Shri Gajanan Kirtikar ji, along with all the dignitaries on the dais, to kindly unveil the annual report of the MPG batch 14th and 15th. The annual report of the MPG batch 14th and 15th is being unveiled at the august hands of the honorable dignitaries on the dais. Let us have a huge round of applause at this momentous occasion. Thank you. Thank you all. May I now request Professor Parimal Maya Sudhakar, the HOAs of MIT School of Government, MIT World Peace University, to read out the report of the MPG batch 14th and 15th.
Honorable Governor of Mizoram, respected Dr. Babu Kambhampati ji, Honorable Union Minister and former Chief of Army Staff, respected Dr. General V.K. Singh ji, Honorable Member of Parliament and Senior Leader of Shiv Sena, respected Shri Gajanan Kirtikar ji, Honorable Professor Dr. Vishwanath Karad sir, respected Shri Rahul Karad sir, respected Vice Chancellor, Registrar and Controller of Examination of Dr. V.D. Karad, MIT World Peace University, Founder Trustee of MIT, Dr. P.B. Joshi sir, all other academic leaders and dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, and dear student leaders. With the responsibility of being associated with the first ever leadership program in India for career in politics, I am honored and pleased to present before the august audience here the batch report for the 14th and 15th batch of Masters in Political Leadership and Government, that is the MPG program, which is for the academic year 2018-20 and 2019-21 respectively. With the 14th batch of MIT School of Government, the one-year master's program was transformed into two-year postgraduate program in political leadership and government. Thus, the batch of the academic year 2018-20 is the first batch of the School of Government which is passing out with the 2 years postgraduate degree of MIT World Peace University, and therefore it requires a special mention and appreciation for all the students and their parents. The 14th batch, amongst many other things, witnessed the grand inauguration of the St. Naneshwar World Peace Dome, which is conceptualized and built by Professor Dr. V.D. Karad sir, and which was inaugurated by Honorable Vice President of Bharat, Shri Venkaiah Naidu ji. The 15th batch of MPG, that is the academic year 2019-21, further consolidated the journey of School of Government, which was conceptualized and initiated by the visionary educationist Shri Rahul Karad sir in the year 2005. Since 2005, more than 450 alumni of School of Government, they are working in different political parties from Jammu and Kashmir to Tamil Nadu and from Gujarat to Assam in various capacities in national political parties such as Bharatiya Janata Party, Indian National Congress, Bahujan Samaj Party, in various positions such as national spokesperson, organizational secretaries in charge of their youth departments, etc. And also in regional parties such as the TDP, DMK, National Conference, Biju Janata Dal, etc. Many students are also working with political consultancies of late. For the sake of time, henceforth, I read the batch reports of 14th and 15th together. Total 32 students are graduating from the 14th batch, while total 24 students are graduating from the 15th batch of the MPG program. The 2 years masters in political leadership and government is structured in total 6 trimesters, with each trimester having the weightage of 15 credits. The credit-based peace courses as well as autobiography, learnings, readings are integral part of this 2-year program to inculcate the values of understanding, accommodation, peace, tolerance, and leadership amongst the students. The 14th and 15th batch of School of Government witnessed interactive sessions by eminent leaders from different fields, such as politics, industry, social movements, bureaucracy, judiciary, and media. To comprehend the government functioning from the grassroots to the top level, students visited Gram Panchayats, Jilla Parishads, municipal corporations, state assemblies, some of the union ministries, and also the parliament. During these academic years, the School of Government collaborated with the state legislature of Kerala to celebrate Diamond Jubilee of its formation, named as Festival on Democracy, which was inaugurated by Honorable President Shri Ramnath Kovind ji. During this period, the 10th edition of Bharatiya Chhatra Sansad was organized by the School of Government in the year 2020 at the Vigyan Bhavan in New Delhi, in which former President and Bharat Ratna awardee late Shri Pranab Mukherjee guided the participants amongst several other prominent leaders. Students of both the batches were in the forefront of organizing Bharatiya Chhatra Sansad. The National Study Tours to Delhi were successfully organized in the year 2019 for the 14th batch and in the year 2020 for the 15th batch, wherein students interacted with 40 prominent leaders each from national and regional political parties and learned from their journey into the politics and ways of contributing to the nation building. The students, under the mentorship of the faculty members of School of Government, have undertaken extensive election study visits and conducted pre-poll surveys in the states of Madhya Pradesh in 2018 and in Maharashtra in 2019 during the respective state assembly elections. Several conferences, seminars, workshops were organized on socio-political issues. Most prominent of it was the National Conference, organized immediately after the 2019 Lok Sabha election to analyze the election results and assess its impact on national governance. Even when the world was hit hard by the pandemic since March 2020, the students of MPG 14 and 15 pursued their internships with political leaders and political party offices, such as in the office of Mrs. Poonam Mahajan, in the office of Kamal Hassan in Tamil Nadu, in the office of Education Minister of Tamil Nadu, etc. And while working there, many of them were in the forefront of relief and assistance missions during the pandemic undertaken by various political parties, union government, and different state governments as well. While proudly congratulating the students of MPG 14 and 15 for successfully completing the Masters in Political Leadership and Government, it is also necessary to mention it is not the end but a beginning of our journey together to bring in substantial positive change in politics of India. Dear students, सितारों से आगे जहां और भी है, अभी इश्क के इम्तिहान और भी है. जय हिंद.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for that report. Next, may I invite Mr. Vaibhav Nalgundwar from Chhattisgarh, student of MPG batch 14, to express his views on this momentous occasion. Let's hear a huge round of applause for Shri Vaibhav Nalgundwar of MPG batch 14 from Chhattisgarh.
Honorable Governor of Mizoram, Dr. Babu Kambhampati sir, Honorable Minister of State for Road Transport, Highways, Civil Aviation, Government of India, and former Army Chief General V.K. Singh sir, Honorable MP, Lok Sabha, Shri Gajanan Kirtikar sir, Honorable Founder of our MIT World Peace University, Dr. Vishwanath Karad sir, Honorable Executive President of MIT World Peace University and founder of MIT School of Government, Shri Rahul Karad sir, and all the honorable dignitaries on the dais, and all my friends present here in this convocation ceremony. नमस्कार, मैं वैभव नलगुंडवार रायपुर छत्तीसगढ़ का रहने वाला हूँ और MIT स्कूल ऑफ गवर्नमेंट 14 बैच का एक स्टूडेंट हूँ. मुझे यहाँ पर अपने विचार रखने का मौका दिया गया है. इसके लिए सबसे पहले मैं इस विश्वविद्यालय के संस्थापक शिक्षण महर्षि डॉक्टर विश्वनाथ कराड़ जी का धन्यवाद करना चाहूँगा. उसके बाद मैं श्री राहुल कराड़ जी को प्रणाम करता हूँ और धन्यवाद करता हूँ कि उन्होंने MIT स्कूल ऑफ गवर्नमेंट जैसा एक प्लेटफॉर्म क्रिएट किया जिसके माध्यम से न सिर्फ समाज और देश में एक सकारात्मक बदलाव लाने की उन्होंने पहल की है, बल्कि एक सामान्य व्यक्ति को लीडर बनने का उन्होंने एक अवसर प्रदान किया है. साथ ही हमारे कॉलेज के टीचर्स और स्टाफ का भी मैं धन्यवाद करना चाहूँगा. हमारे महान भारत देश में कई महापुरुष हुए हैं जो अलग अलग संस्थानों का निर्माण करते हैं. फिर उन संस्थानों से ऐसे लोग निकलते हैं जो उन महापुरुषों के दिखाए मार्ग पर चलते हुए नए लोगों को जोड़ते हैं. एक इंडिविजुअल से इंस्टीट्यूशन बनता है और उस इंस्टीट्यूशन से इंडिविजुअल बनते हैं, और ये जो चक्र बनता है यही राष्ट्र और समाज की आगे चलकर बहुत बड़ी ताकत बनता है. और ऐसा ही एक चक्र बनाने के लिए मैं पुनः आदरणीय डॉक्टर विश्वनाथ कराड़ जी और श्री राहुल कराड़ जी को बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देता हूँ. मैंने भी यहाँ एक सामान्य स्टूडेंट की तरह एडमिशन लिया था कि देश और समाज में कुछ एक पॉजिटिव बदलाव लाना है, और इस सोच के साथ यहाँ पर मैं आया था. सबसे पहले मुझे यहाँ पर सीखने का मौका मिला अपने दोस्तों से, अपने बैचमेट से, जो इस देश के अलग अलग राज्यों से यहाँ पर आए हुए थे. सबकी अपनी एक अलग अलग विचारधारा थी. उन सबके साथ रहना, इंटरेक्शन करना, उनके साथ उनके गृह राज्य के बारे में सुनना, जानना अपने आप में एक बहुत ही ज़बरदस्त अनुभव था. Our classroom was a perfect example of unity in diversity. इसके बाद मुझे हमारे विश्वविद्यालय द्वारा आयोजित विविध कार्यक्रमों में भाग लेने का मौका मिला. गांधी जयंती के अवसर पर मुझे MIT वर्ल्ड पीस यूनिवर्सिटी में वर्ल्ड पीस डोम में वर्ल्ड पार्लियामेंट ऑफ साइंस, रिलीजन एंड फिलोसॉफी अटेंड करने का मौका मिला. उसके बाद भारतीय छात्र संसद के कार्यक्रम के मंच से मुझे हजारों युवाओं के समक्ष वन नेशन वन इलेक्शन इस विषय पर अपने विचार रखने का मौका मिला. फिर मुझे ABP न्यूज़ नेटवर्क और MIT स्कूल ऑफ गवर्नमेंट की तरफ से आयोजित अभिरूप युवा संसद में गृह मंत्री बनने का अवसर मिला, और हमने ट्रिपल तलाक बिल उसमें पेश किया था सर, जो कि पिछले कुछ सालों में महिला सशक्तिकरण के बारे में सबसे मजबूत रिफॉर्म्स जो हमारे देश में हुए उसमें से एक है. उसके बाद 2019 में लोकसभा चुनाव के बाद हमारी यूनिवर्सिटी में आयोजित नेशनल कॉन्फ्रेंस में मुझे रिसर्च पेपर प्रेजेंट करने का मौका मिला। मैं आखिरी में बस यही बताना चाहूँगा कि आज की करेंटली इसी जर्नी के दौरान मुझे मेरे गुरु छत्तीसगढ़ के पूर्व मुख्यमंत्री डॉक्टर रमन सिंह जी के साथ कार्य करने का मौका मिला और उनके मार्गदर्शन में मुझे बहुत कुछ सीखने का मौका मिला। मैं आशा करता हूँ कि आप सबके आशीर्वाद और शुभकामनाओं के बल पर मैं यूं ही सीखता रहूँगा, आगे बढ़ता रहूँगा और समाज में अपना भी एक छोटा सा योगदान दूंगा। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
Thank you so much, Vaibhav, for expressing your views. We are indeed honored to have amongst us our special guest of honor, Shri Gajanan Kirtikar ji, who is an Honorable Member of Parliament from Lok Sabha of Shiv Sena from Mumbai Northwest, Maharashtra. Before inviting him to address the august audience, may I request my technical team to kindly relay a short film on the life and work of Shri Gajanan Kirtikar ji.
Shri Gajanan Kirtikar is a leader of Shiv Sena and a member of Parliament from Northwest Mumbai Lok Sabha constituency in Mumbai. He was a member of legislative from Bharat Assembly constituency in Mumbai from 1990 to 2009. He was the Minister of State for Home, Tourism, as well as a Cabinet Minister for Information, Public Relations and Transport in Maharashtra. He has been elected to the Parliament of India in the 2014 general elections. Shri Gajanan Kirtikar worked with the Reserve Bank of India in Department of Physical Analysis for 25 years. After resigning, contested first election in 1990 and won 4 assembly elections consecutively. In 1990, he was elected to Maharashtra Legislative Assembly for the first time. He has also been the president of Sthaniya Lokadhikar Samiti Mahasangh, an association affiliated with Shiv Sena, which has been working hard for getting more employment opportunities to Marathi people in Maharashtra. Shri Gajanan Kirtikar was elected to the 17th Lok Sabha elections in 2019. Currently, he is the Executive President of Maharashtra State Kabaddi Association. We warmly welcome Shri Gajanan Kirtikar.
A huge round of applause. Let us welcome Shri Gajanan Kirtikar ji to address the audience.
Honorable Dr. Babu Kambhampati, Honorable Governor of Mizoram, I am very much proud to mention the name of General Dr. V.K. Singh, awarded with PVSM, that is Param Vishishta Seva Medal, AVSM, Asi Vishishta Seva Medal, YSM, Yodha Seva Medal. I am proud to express about this award. Honorable Chairholder of the UNESCO and founder of MIT World Peace University, Honorable Professor Dr. Vishwanath Karatji, Shri Rahul Karad, Executive Director, Executive President, MIT World Peace University, Dr. R.M. Chitnis, Professor Dr. Shalini Sharmaji, Dr. Saurabh Chaturvediji, Dr. Prashant Daveji, Dr. K. Girisan, Shri Dheeraj Singh ji, Professor Parimal Maya Sudhakar ji, Shri Ganesh Pokle ji, Prakash Joshi ji. Sir, it gives me pleasure and proud to be in the midst of this convocation ceremony. I express my sense of gratitude to SOG in general, Dr. Karad, Rahul Karad in particular, for inviting me for this occasion. During my tenure in the politics for last 50 years, I contested 7 elections in the city of Mumbai and got victory in 6 consecutive elections in the Assembly as well as in the Lok Sabha. The party Shiv Sena was fighting for the upliftment of the local aspirants, Marathi students, especially in the capital of Maharashtra. When we were fighting to get the proper share of their employment in the different insurance companies, oil companies, banking, insurance, not only that, but when it comes to the competitive examination they have to undergo. So, Rahulji, my organization started a training program for the students, aspirants for getting entry in the good services. During that time, as Rahul was showing me some pictures in the lobby, I said, I know everything about Dr. Vishwanath Karad, about this MIT. Because that time, in the year 1980, prior to that, when visionary Dr. Karad have started parting education to the student to make them employable, to get the proper job in the different institute. Ours is the largest democracy in the world, and educated and trained youth in the electoral politics is very much meager. That is what all political leaders have got that experience. This void has been realized by Rahul Karad. An ambitious youth like Rahul encourages youth of our country to enter the politics through this school of government. That is Rahul's creation. Rahul, you have created this. Rahul has cleverly observed what our democracy needs, and accordingly, he has set up a school of government. During the course of school of our government education, in order to get an experience on the field, School of Government conducts study tours to the students, to the parliament and different assemblies. I had an opportunity to interact with students of SOG when they visited me in Delhi on my invitation. I found students, after getting degree, will be excellent supports for the political party as well as for the electoral representative. During the course of this meeting, one brilliant student from Pune, Mr. Gaurav Kalamkar, who is here with me, he was practicing advocate in Pune court, who had a passion, ardent love for the politics, who has completed this degree, that is a 12th batch, and was practicing advocate in the Pune district, expressed his desire to join for the internalship. Even after the completion of his internalship, he continued to work and assist me, a student of batch 12, still continue to work with me. For last 5 years, he is now with me working in my office in Mumbai. Successfully managed my organizational duties of Western Maharashtra, Vidarbha, and my Lok Sabha constituency, 27 Northwest Mumbai, consisting of 22 lakhs voters in my constituency. During 2019 Parliament election, when I was contested, election campaign strategies, Prashant Kishore's team was working in my constituency. A student of this SOG, Mr. Gaurav was chief coordinator with this team on my behalf. I could win this election by margin of 260,000 votes, and that is because of talented and trained, intelligent student of this school. I express my sense of gratitude toward this school. Honorable Minister General V.K. Singh ji, I personally feel as Rahul ji, through school of government, developed such a trained and experienced hands to assist political party. It should be our endeavor to create platform in the different political parties as well as assist MLAs and MPs of the country. So we have to encourage that, we have to create a platform. Also, I have got a suggestion, because when we appoint a PA for our party, for our political reason, for government work, there is no prerequisite qualification is mentioned. Nothing is of that sort. So in the conference of All India Conference, always held in a year by, actually convened by Speaker of the Lok Sabha, all Speaker of the Assembly are gathering. So we should put forth, your party, my party, all party, and Rahul, your school also should write to them that you at least make some prerequisite to appoint a PA trained by this SOG, trained by this college. Also, most of the ministers are got sanction of post for PA, say 15, 16, 17 in number. So at least one PA of that minister should be qualified by SOG. He also have that posting in that his ministership. So I feel that it will be our responsibility to time to come. We will also write together to the Om Birla ji that he should carry forward this message and try to make it compulsory to get pre-qualification for the appointment of PA. In the time to come, we celebrate Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, that we are completing 75 years. The need for the democracy will always require able and clean hands. And I'm sure MIT will serve the nation by providing these intellectual trained students to various political parties in the time to come. On this occasion of this convention ceremony, I extend best wishes to the students and have successfully organized to the MIG school. If any of you wishes to have an internship or political ambitions in the Shiv Sena party or any other party in the country, I will certainly extend helping hand to the aspirants in the time to come. Before concluding, I wish all the best to you for upcoming political journey. I have no doubt in my mind that you will get success in electoral politics. Also, we might see you in the Assembly and Parliaments of India. That can be. Keeping the current Indian political scenario in mind, MIT School of Government students will achieve a great success and glorify the institution. Rahulji and Vishwanathji, these students will make you feel proud. Thank you very much. Jai Hind, Jai Maharashtra.
Thank you. I will just speak for a minute. Kirtikar Sahab, thank you so much. You shared wonderfully your mind and the hope and expectation. Gaurav, ikade ye zara tu. Ikade. Pude ye. I just want to mention that, sir expressed about, about Gaurav. And there are many students who are basically in the back offices of political leaders. And as you all know that in public life, it is not an easy thing. The ladder is that you work in NGOs, you work in social other organizations, you go to the back office of politicians. And for that matter, many other such leaders in today, in all the political parties you find, they are, sometimes they have worked the where, Gaurav is there. So Kirtikar sir, मैं विनंती एवढीच करतो, आपको इतना ही कहूँगा, 5 साल बाद, अगले कुछ सालों बाद गौरव को ब्लेसिंग चाहिए और ये भी एक दिन आपकी तरह लोकसभा में आगे चल के और बड़ा काम करे. Thank you.
It is indeed a proud moment for the MIT School of Government at this momentous occasion. Next, may I invite Mr. Sambal Jha from Jharkhand, a student of MPG batch 15, to express his views at this occasion. Let us hear a huge round of applause for Mr. Sambal Jha from Jharkhand, a student of the MPG batch 15.
आज के इस गरिमामय उपस्थिति में मौजूद अति गणमान्य मेहमान, मिजोरम के प्रथम नागरिक माननीय राज्यपाल महोदय और डॉक्टर जनरल वीके सिंह सर, गजानन कृतिकर सर और यहाँ पर हम सबके संस्थापक और मार्गदर्शक प्रोफेसर डॉक्टर कराट सर, और सही मायनों में मेरा मानना है कि जो अगर अभी भारत है, उस भारत में अगर कोई यूथ आइकन है जिसे हमें यूथ आइकन मानना चाहिए तो वह हमारे आदरणीय डॉक्टर राहुल कराट सर। अब मैं अपनी बात को आगे रखूँगा, संक्षेप में अपनी बात को पूर्ण करूँगा। मेरा मानना है कि जब आज़ादी के अमृत महोत्सव को हमारा देश मना रहा है, आज़ादी के 75 वर्ष हमारा देश मना रहा है, तो मेरा विश्वास है सर कि इस सभागार में ना सिर्फ हमारे सहपाठी अपितु जितने भी अलग अलग स्ट्रीम से लोग बैठे हैं, जब भारत अपनी 100 वर्षों की यात्रा पूर्ण करेगा तो प्रत्यक्ष और परोक्ष रूप से हम लोगों का कोई ना कोई उसमें योगदान जरूर होगा। ये मेरा विश्वास है और मेरी शुभकामना है आप सबके साथ। कुछ बातें जो मैं रखना चाहता हूँ, मेरा मानना है कि औपचारिक रूप से कहीं ना कहीं ये समापन हो सकता है। एक दीक्षांत समारोह जो होती है वो औपचारिक रूप से ये माना जाता है कि डिग्री लेके एक समापन की ओर हम आगे बढ़ते हैं, लेकिन प्रत्यक्ष रूप से अगर माना जाए और सही मायनों में देखा जाए तो एक नई यात्रा की शुरुआत है। क्योंकि रामायण की बात करें या आप सुंदरकांड की बात करें तो एक चर्चा वहाँ पे आता है, जब हनुमान जी को ये बोला जाता है कि आप थक गए होंगे, थोड़ा रेस्ट कर लीजिए, तो हनुमान जी ये कहते हैं कि राम काज कुइहे बिना मोहे कहाँ विश्राम। तो मुझे ये माना जाता है कि हर व्यक्ति जो यहाँ पे बैठा है उसके लिए कोई ना कोई रामकाज है, और हमारे लिए ये रामकाज हो सकता है कि हमारे आदरणीय प्रोफेसर डॉक्टर कराट सर, जब उनका मैं प्रथम भाषण सुन रहा था और जब मेरा इंडक्शन सेरेमनी था, तब उन्होंने ही ये बात कहा था कि मतलब जो जननी जन्मभूमिष्य की जो हम बात करते हैं, हम ये मानते हैं कि जननी हमारी मातृभूमि और हमारी जो माँ है उसका स्वर्ग के बराबर की स्थिति होती है। तो हमें उसके लिए हमें कुछ ना कुछ कंट्रीब्यूट सदैव करते रहना चाहिए और आगे बढ़ते रहना चाहिए। यही हमारा प्रयास होना चाहिए। दूसरी बात जो उनकी बातों से मुझे समझ में आया था, आदरणीय कराट सर हमेशा कहते रहते थे कि एकम सत्य बहुधा विप्रा वदंती, मतलब एक ही सत्य है, उसको हम अन्य अन्य रूपों से कई कई प्रकार से जानते हैं। तो ये सत्य यही है कि समाज सेवा, मानव सेवा, जितनी भी प्रकार की हमारे अंदर जो अवधारणा है उसको हम किस तरह से सेवा करें, उसके लिए हम किस तरह से आगे अग्रसर हों, तरह तरह की चीज़ों को हम माने, इस तरह से हम कैसे उसमें कंट्रीब्यूट कर सकते हैं, ये हमारी बात होनी चाहिए। और अंत में मैं राहुल कराट सर से कहना चाहता हूँ कि जिस तरह से जब ये कोर्स की बात हो रही थी तो लोग उन्हें कह रहे थे कि ये कोर्स हमारे देश में आगे बढ़ेगा या नहीं बनेगा, जिस तरह से उन्होंने चुनौती लिया, तो मेरा मानना है कि अगर चुनौती लेते हुए भी हम सब उनसे कुछ भी सीख पाए, अगर 10% भी सीख पाए, तो ज़रूर हम सब यहाँ जो बैठे हैं सफल होंगे। मुझे आप सब ने यहाँ पे इतने अच्छे से सुना, मुझे ये अवसर मिला, क्योंकि मैं अपने आप को सौभाग्यशाली मानता हूँ कि जब ये प्रोग्राम प्रथम वर्ष में था तो मुझे उस समय भी बोलने का अवसर मिला था, और आज भी मुझे पुनः ये स्टेज से मुझे अभिवादन आप सबको करने का अवसर मिला। इसके लिए बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। जय हिंद। एक बार आप लोग जोर से बोलिए, भारत माता की, भारत माता की, भारत माता की। जय हिंद।
Thank you, Samval. Thank you, Samval, for your inspiring words. May I now invite Ms. Jayati Mishri, who is a student of MPG Batch 17 from Mumbai, Maharashtra, to express her views today.
A very good morning to all the dignitaries present on the dais and the faculty members, and a very good morning to all the upcoming leaders who are present here on this bright day of convocation ceremony for student of batch 14th and 15th of Masters in Political Leadership and Governance. While doing my bachelor's, I was associated to work with NGOs for women and children. It made me realize and question, why is youth and women participation such low? After all, India has the highest youth, and youth must be participative, isn't it? Nelson Mandela had also appealed that the youth should be participating to the earliest to build a strong nation. So here I decided to learn more about functional politics, to learn more about elections, to learn about rural India. Through field visits conducted by this program, I came to know about ground reality of the rural, why India needs to focus on rural areas. The National Study Tour gave me the confidence to interact with the government bearer officers, and the annual study tour gave me the exposure to national politics and government organization. All this knowledge collected from the field and off the field will help me to work to achieve my goal, that is to work for women upliftment programs, to make girls get their education rights, and women in decision making. MIT SOG is the platform where students with ideas for nation building are nourished and nurtured with value-based thoughts and shows the path to work towards it. Lastly, I would like to congratulate to all the upcoming leaders who are here present and doing very best in their life. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Jayati. We have amongst us the visionary educationist who, through his life, has synergized the concept of science with spirituality, our founder and chief patron of Myers MIT Pune and president of MIT World Peace University, UNESCO chairholder, Professor Dr. Vishwanath D. Karat sir, who has gifted to us the world's largest dome, philosopher Saint Shri Jnaneshwara World Peace Prayer Hall and World Peace Prayer Library, which is the scientific laboratory of world peace. Before inviting him to address this august gathering, may I request my technical team to kindly relay a film on philosopher Saint Shri Jnaneshwara World Peace Prayer Hall and World Peace Library, the World Peace Dome.
I appeal to the Vice President and Honorable Chief Minister to recognize this World Peace Dome as a structure of national and global importance, and support to promote it in such a way that it evolves as one of the prominent tourism destinations of the world.
21वीं शताब्दी में मेरी भारत माता विश्व गुरु बनने की काबिलियत रखता है. It will become a विश्व गुरु in the 21st century. उसका छोटा सा उदाहरण, छोटा सा सिंबल यहाँ बन गया है, ऐसा मेरा मानना है.
With a huge round of applause, let us welcome UNESCO Chairholder Professor Dr. Vishwanath Karat sir, our Prernalaya. Let us all listen to what he has to say to us today.
Friends, it truly fills my heart with a sense of pride and pleasure when I stand before you on this most auspicious day, possibly for you and for us, 18th May 2022, when we have the greatest good fortune that we have the most eminent learned thinkers, philosophers, men with a great passion and a fire in their belly for doing something very unique for the country, Mother India. Most esteemed Honorable Governor of Mizoram, His Excellency Dr. Hari Babu, our esteemed and most respected Honorable Minister General Dr. V.K. Singh साहब, बड़ी लंबी लिस्ट है. अभी कीर्तिकर साहब ने आपको बोला होगा, PVSM, AVSM, VSM, but many more, because I have been observing his journey of life for last almost 20 years. And our esteemed friend from Maharashtra, Shri Gajanan Kirtikar Sahab. Friends, you are very fortunate today that when you are leaving the portals of this institution, after completing your course in the MIT School of Leadership Development and Government, which is a unique institution which was started by, as Rahul said, one of the very unique name in this country, which is quite well known, Dr. T.N. Session Sahab. But I still remember it was 5th of June possibly, when this was inaugurated at the house of Vice President of India, Bharat Singh Shekhawat Sahab. पता नहीं, बड़ी लंबी कहानी है. मैं इतना ही कहूँगा कि आज का यह सौभाग्यशाली दिन आपके लिए, मेरा फ़र्ज़ क्या है आज आपको जब विदा करने की बात आती है, आप जब when you are leaving the portals of the institution and possibly your mother and father or the family members are waiting for you to come back again and try to contribute something very unique, which has been the great mission. I want every one of you sitting in the audience, especially see to the top of our auditorium, you will see a great noble son of India's photograph, which has been the dearest of the dear to our heart. The very mission which was chosen in the year 1983, the great noble son of India, Swami Vivekananda. You can see the sentence written when he is addressing the World Parliament of Religions in Chicago on 11 September, where he had uttered one simple word and told the world community that time, and giving the essence and philosophy of what religion stands for. He had said that time that religion is nothing but to perform your duty.
duty toward the mother, the father, the family, the society, the nation, and the whole world. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Some student made a mention of Ekam Sat Vipra Bahuda Vadanti. Friends, when I am saying these sentences, uttering the same words which have been spoken by those great visionary men, the men of science, men of religion, and men of spirituality. संत कहो, महात्मा कहो, ऋषि कहो, और जो भी नाम देना है सो दे देना, लेकिन ये साइंटिफिक सिद्धांत है. अभी अभी मेरे कोई दोस्त ने कहा कि this very dome which has been shown to you very briefly, I don't take the credit. I am not the maker. I am not the doer. I am not the person. But yes, there is some insight which has been given to us. And being, even though engineer, not a bad architect, planner, designer, everything, it has come up. It has been evolved, I'll tell you. You may not like these words, what I'm speaking, but I'm speaking this as a teacher of engineering. And you know it very well, this very institution which is being on the verge of this occasion of receiving your degrees and the qualifications at the most auspicious hands of the Honorable Governor of Mizoram and the Minister, V.K. Singh, Kirtikar साहब. ये बड़ा सौभाग्य का दिन है आपके लिए. मैं इतना कहूँगा कि if you see some of the posters or advertisements or the booklets, I have been always talking about the philosophers of Jnaneshwara to Albert Einstein. Possibly I had written this article 30 years back. मैं आपको बताना चाहता हूँ कि before you do these portals, you must know where from you have come and what is your duty. फर्ज क्या है भाई आपका और मेरा भी फर्ज क्या है. तो ये जो बना है तो मैं आपको कहूँगा कि when I wrote this sentence, because being a student of engineering and a Vaishnavite, both these combinations have helped me to understand the very essence and philosophy of what science stands for and what spirituality stands for. अध्यात्म शास्त्र की साइंटिफिक लेबोरेटरी ऐसे लिखा है, स्पिरिचुअली ओरिएंटेड साइंटिफिक लेबोरेटरी लिखा है. बड़ी जानकारी से थोड़ा समझ के मैं आपके सामने ये बता रहा हूँ. Because in few words I would like to just conclude myself and tell you that you must never forget that when we have been writing this, and especially on the background of the coronavirus, the COVID-19, जिसकी माध्यम से सारी दुनिया बंद हो गई थी. All the temples, churches, mosques, everybody, all the Security Council members of the whole world, and the nations like America, China, Russia, Britain, you take the name, the most powerful nations of the whole world, who are so proud of the biological weapons, chemical weapons, atomic weapons, neutron bombs, any name ले लो भाई. कहाँ बैठे थे भाई ये सब? क्या हुआ था? Only realization has been, friends, remember, we are all engineers mostly, the students of engineering, science, computer, IT, जो भी है, Google है, Facebook है, आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस की बात होती है, ये सारी शब्दों का मतलब समझने की कोशिश करो. And in one word, son Jnaneshwara at the age of 16, 16 साल की उम्र है. प्राउड नहीं, बिकॉज ये महाराष्ट्र का है, भारत का है, ये बात नहीं है. As a professor, as a teacher who has understood something of this type, and then I made this comparison. Remember, friends, rising of the sun in the east and going to the west is an illusion. This is a sentence by son Jnaneshwara, 730 years back. 730 साल पहले की बात बोल रहा हूं मैं. And when he says, Om Namo Ji Adya Veda Pratipadya Jaya Jaya Swasamvedya Atmarupa. Sant Tukaram has said that Anu Renu Thukada Tuka Akasha Evada. I am the smallest of the smallest of the small particle of the universe. But what type of particle? Which can encompass the entire universe. सारे ब्रह्मांड को जान सकता है, कवन में ले सकता है, ऐसा पार्टिकल. ये क्या चीज़ है भाई? इंजीनियर बोल के, साइंटिस्ट बोल के, मैन ऑफ इंजीनियरिंग मैनेजमेंट, इसके माध्यम से समझने की कोशिश करो. Don't follow the words which were given by Macaulay, who said that let these foolish Indians, I tell you the sentence, 1865 ki baat hai. And when Macaulay traveled India, he had said that ये foolish भारतीय लोगों को इनकी संस्कृति forget करनी चाहिए. They should forget their own culture and tradition and the philosophy of life. जीव सृष्टि का अंतिम उद्देश्य बड़ी लंबी कहानी है, मैं ज़्यादा नहीं बोलूँगा, बट मेरी प्रार्थना है आपको. You please convey my regards to your mother and father, the parents and the people around. And remember, friends, that this institution has a certain message to give it to you. With a passion and fire in the belly. ये कोई स्वार्थ की बात नहीं. ये जिस हॉल में आप बैठे हो, जिसका अभी सुनने वाले हो, our Honorable Governor himself is a great engineer, a great man of science. Today occupying the position of His Excellency, the Governor of Mizoram. And also occupying some big positions. Kirtikar ji spoke just now to you and gave the last advice. Very unique way. Friends, मैं आपको आखिर में इतना कहूँगा, मेरे हाथ में एक, मैं रिक्वेस्ट करूँगा राहुल और चिटनीस को, स्कूल ऑफ गवर्नमेंट के लोगों को, मेरे हाथ में किताब है ये भगवत गीता है. आपको याद होगा, ये our very visionary Prime Minister of India, Narendra Modi ji, had uttered about 3 months back a sentence when he was traveling the country like Japan. Japan ka king ya queen and the Prime Minister, when he was there, he said, and he had a book called Bhagavad Gita. ये भगवत गीता का किताब उसने दिया और उसके बारे में what Modi साहब had said and what is his understanding of Bhagavad Gita. इसलिए बता रहा हूँ कि उससे हमारा नाता है कोई. Friends, remember there is a sentence and a small bit of paragraph when we had written this in 1998. 1998 Switzerland में second parliament हुआ था. It was the second World Parliament of Science, Religion and Philosophy. First was held in 1996 in this college. बड़ी लंबी कहानी है, लेकिन यहाँ पे लिखा है, fellowship लिखा है. ये fellowship की बात है. Friends, remember, we are the birds of the same nest. We may bear different skins. We may speak different tongues. We may believe in different religions. We may belong to different cultures, yet we share the same home, the Mother Earth. Friends, born on the same planet, covered by the same skies, gazing at the same stars, breathing the same air, we must learn to progress together or miserably perish together. For a person can live individually, but can only survive collectively. कितना सुंदर चिंतन है, सोच लो भाई. साइंटिफिक है ये आध्यात्मिक की बात नहीं. अध्यात्म तो आध्यात्मिक और साइंटिफिक एक ही होता है, लेकिन समझ में नहीं आता है. और मोदी जी has said when he was visiting Japan, which has given us some inspiration, Srimad Bhagavad Gita is the greatest gift of Mother India to the mankind. I have nothing else to offer to the world, and the world has nothing greater to take. ये उच्चारण है नरेंद्र मोदी साहब का, and possibly, I don't know why, but as we have been doing the work in the name of the same field, आलंदी देहू और जो भी है, तो मैंने इसकी 1.25 लाख प्रिंट्स निकालने का तय किया to distribute to you. So I'll ask Mr. Rahul, at least to all the students, but especially for your school of government, जितने भी लोग जा रहे यहाँ है, उनको ये जरूर देना. और इसमें ये देने के बाद में ध्यान में रखो कि इसमें एक मैंने बदलाव किया है थोड़ा सा. इसमें दिया है कि इंडिया इज अ डिफरेंट कंट्री ऑल टुगेदर. रिमेंबर फ्रेंड्स, ये बड़ी मुझे लगता है कि अभी काशी विश्वनाथ कॉरिडोर बनाना, वहाँ मैं एक करना बात चाहता हूँ. ये नॉलेज कॉरिडोर है, ज्ञान का दालन है वो. काशी विश्वनाथ ज्ञान का दालन है, वहाँ पे सारी धर्मों का चिंतन वहाँ पे होना चाहिए. And that is what is called as the religious scriptures of the world are nothing but the life guiding scriptures. कैसे जीना और कैसे नहीं जीना. दो बातें हैं, कैसे जीना और कैसे नहीं जीना, ये सिखाता है. और ये भारत की सीख है. वो नरेंद्र मोदी साहब के मुख से हो, सारे दुनिया के BHU हो, हमारी संस्था हो, तो ऐसा एक छोटा सा संदेश मेरे मन में अभी आता है आपके लिए. मैं फिर से अभिवादन करता हूँ गवर्नर साहब को, कीर्तिकर साहब और सिंह साहब को और आप सबको धन्यवाद देता हूँ. आई विश यू द बेस्ट ऑफ लक फ्रेंड्स. थैंक यू सो मच. थैंक यू.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for inspiring and guiding us at all walks of life. Thank you once again. May I now invite Dr. K. Girishan, Director of MIT School of Government, to present the graduates to the audience.
Sir, I present before you 59 graduates who have passed the Master's Program in Political Leadership and Government and have registered for this convocation to receive the degree in person and in absentia. I request the Honorable Governor and Honorable Minister to kindly confer gold medals and degrees to the graduates. May I request other dignitaries also to join.
In the order, we'll be first conferring medals and to the rank holders of the MPG batch 15 first and then MPG batch 14. I'll be calling out the names. You can come from this side, take your degrees and ranks and go from that side. First, the first rank and gold medal of the MPG batch 15 goes to Sandeep B. He is from Tamil Nadu. I request Sandeep B to kindly come onto the stage. And I request all the honorable dignitaries, His Excellency Dr. Babu Kambhampati ji, Shri Gajanan Kirtikar ji and General V.K. Singh ji to kindly give out the degrees to Sandeep B. Next, next in line is the Best Internship Award, and that goes to Juda Jebakumar from Tamil Nadu of MPG batch 15. I request Juda to come on stage to collect his award. I request all the rank holders and the award winners to kindly line up in front of the stage to collect their ranks and degrees. With a huge round of applause, let us congratulate Juda Jebakumar. Next is the third rank and the Best Outgoing Student Award of MPG batch 15, and that goes to Sarthak Saoji from Maharashtra. Sarthak Saoji from Maharashtra. The applause should continue. This is a very momentous occasion to all the rank holders and the degree winners. With this, the degree confirmation rank holders of MPG 15 is done. Next, from MPG 14, the second rank and Be the Change award goes to M. Muttarashan from Tamil Nadu. I request M. Muttarashan to come on the dais and collect his award. The Best Internship Award of MPG batch 14 goes to Snehil Vijay Desai. I request Snehil Vijay Desai from Gujarat, who is a student of MPG batch 14, to come and collect the Best Internship Award of the 14th batch of MPG. The Best Outgoing Student Award of MPG batch 14 goes to Praveen Kumar Jha from Bihar, who is a student of the MPG batch 14. I request Praveen Kumar Jha to collect his award from the dignitaries. Next is the conferment of degrees at the hands of the Honorable Governor Honorable Union Minister and Shri Gajanan Kirtikar ji, I request all the students of MPG batch 15 to come ahead to collect their degrees. MPG batch 15. MPG batch 15 students, kindly come on to the stage with your chits in your hands. Prasad Vitthal Patil of MPG batch 15 is the first one to collect his degree. Next is Nemish Kiran Lakhewar. Nemish Kiran Lakhewar from MPG batch 15. The applause should continue. I request the audience to kindly clap. Next in line is Srivastav Parth. Srivastav Parth. Next is Prasad Popat Kurat from MPG batch 15. Next is Suyog Vishnudas Sangle. Suyog Vishnudas Sangle. Shantanu Singh Bundela. Shantanu Singh Bundela. Shantanu Singh Bundela from MPG 15. Next is P. Rohan Naidu. P. Rohan Naidu. Next is Mayuresh Shambhudas. Mayuresh Shambhudas. Next, Samal Kumar Jha. Samal Kumar Jha. Next is Saurabh Bhaskar from MPG 15. May I now request all the students from MPG batch 14 to kindly line up at the stage and bring your chits along. Saurabh Bhaskar from MPG 15 is the last person to get the degree at the hands of the august dignitaries on the dais. May I request all the students from MPG batch 14 to kindly come onto the stage to collect your dignitaries at the hands of the dignitaries. Collect your degrees from the dignitaries. First is Tamhane Mayur Dada Saheb from MPG batch 14. Next is Srivastav Shubhankar Sanjay from MPG batch 14. Srivastav Shubhankar Sanjay. Next, Saurabh Pramod Bang from MPG batch 14. Saurabh Pramod Bang. The applause should continue. Next is Mayank Tripathi. Mayank Tripathi from MPG batch 14. Next is Giridhar Prajot Praveen from MPG batch 14. Let us have a huge round of applause for all these medalists and degree holders who are completing their convocation ceremony today. Giridhar Prajot Praveen. Next is Subhash Dilip Khemani. Subhash Dilip Khemani from MPG batch 14. Next is Awadh Kunal Sandeep, again from MPG batch 14. Awadh Kunal Sandeep. Next is J. Anuj Kristen from MPG batch 14. J. Anuj Kristen. Next is Prateek Bhagwan Pathare. Next is Kamma Vamshi Krishna from MPG batch 14. G. Raviteja Naidu, again from MPG batch 14. Next is Amol Rajendra Memane from MPG batch 14. Vinod Babarao Ganeshpure from MPG batch 14 is next. Let the applause continue, my friends, please. Next is Aditya Balurao Ingle. Aditya Balurao Ingle. Vaibhav Nalgundwar. Vaibhav Nalgundwar. Next is Oswal Purab Bharat. Oswal Purab Bharat. Next is Kedar Jyoti Arun Nayakwadi. Kedar Jyoti Arun Nayakwadi. Next is Tanmay Ramesh Gole. His parents have come here on his behalf to collect his degree. I request the dignitaries to kindly confer the degree of Tanmay Ramesh Gole to his parents who have come on his behalf to collect the degree. Next is Dhote Shantanu Ajay. Dhote Shantanu Ajay of MPG batch 14. Next in line is Akash Patil. Akash Patil of MPG batch 14. Akash Patil. And last but not the least, we have Pranay Kumar of MPG batch 14. Pranay Kumar, MPG batch 15. Request Mr. Pranay also to come onto the stage to collect his award at the hands of the esteemed dignitaries. With this, we come to the end of the ceremony of conferment of medals and degrees. May I now request Honorable Vice Chancellor of MIT World Peace University, Dr. Ravi Kumar Chitnis sir, to administer the oath to the graduating students.
May I request you to stand up, please, for the oath and raise your right hand. Only graduating students. You will repeat after me. We, the graduates of Dr. Vishwanath Karad MIT World Peace University, hereby pledge that we shall be honest in the discharge of our duties in all circumstances in our life. We shall uphold the dignity and integrity of the degrees awarded by MIT World Peace University. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, and congratulations to all the degree winners. May I now request the Registrar of MIT World Peace University, Dr. Prashant Aidave sir, to request Professor Dr. Vishwanath D. Karad sir, Founder, President of Myers MIT, to sign the Gazette. This is one of the traditions that we follow at the convocation ceremony. With the signing of the Gazette, this convocation is towarding its end. The Gazette have been signed by our founder director, Reverend Professor Dr. Vishwanath Karad, sir. Thank you, sir. We have amongst us today our chief guest, General Dr. V.K. Singh, sir, who is the PVSM, AVSM, YSM retired and Honorable Union Minister of State for Road Transport and Highways and Civil Aviation, Government of India, and former Chief of Army Staff, who has taken out his precious time to grace this wonderful convocation ceremony of the 14th and 15th batch of MPG. Before inviting Sir to address the Augustus gathering, I request my technical team to kindly relay a short film on the life and work of Shri General Dr. V.K. Singh ji.
General V.K. Vijay Kumar Singh, known as V.K. Singh, PVSM, AVSM, YSM, ADC, is a former 4-star general in the Indian Army. He is the current Minister of State in the Ministry of Road Transport and Highways and Ministry of Civil Aviation in the present government. He entered the National Defence Academy in 1966. General Singh's career in the military was of 42 years, from the year 1970 to 2012. He started his career when he was commissioned in the 2nd Battalion of Rajput Regiment after graduating from Indian Military Academy and retired after serving as the Chief of Army Staff, India. During the recent Russia-Ukraine war, he paid a visit to Ukraine to bring back Indian students who were caught up in Ukraine. He has been a part of many wars and recipient of many army honors. During his military career, Singh served as the 24th Chief of Army Staff from 2010 to 2012. General Singh has written an autobiography called Courage and Conviction. We warmly welcome General V.K. Singh.
With a huge round of applause, let's welcome General Dr. V.K. Singh, a proud son of Bharat Mata, to the stage.
On the dais, on the occasion of the convocation today, we have Honorable Governor of Mizoram, Dr. Babu Kambhampati ji. We have Honorable Member of Parliament from Maharashtra, Shri Gajanan Kirtikar ji. We also have the patron of the university, Shri Vishwanath Karad ji, and the Managing Trustee and Executive President Rahul V. Karad ji, Dr. R.M. Chitle, the Vice Chancellor, all his very able faculty members who are present here, all the students who have got their degrees from the 14th and 15th batch of the School of Governance of the MIT, and students as well as all the relations and others who are sitting here of these students. A very good afternoon to you. Namaskar. I greet each one of you and congratulate each of the students who has got his degree and who's going out from here to look for application of what you have learned in the portals of this university. Congratulations to each one of you. I'm sure you can give yourself a bigger hand. I know the time is always of essence, and my 42 years in the army has taught me that attention span varies, especially from students and others who listen to a lot of people speaking. The attention span doesn't last too long. So I'll stick to some of the things which I think are important for aspiring leaders, aspiring practitioners who have learned various things out here by interacting amongst themselves, by interacting with the faculty, by their outdoor visits, and leave a few things for you to mull over. the most important thing to be a leader, whether it is a military leader or it is a leader in politics or it is a leader in business, is to have the will to work. If that will is not there, you can have the best of everything, but you are going to go nowhere. And with this will to work, you need to have the vision as to what you want. If you do not think of reaching the moon, you will not hit the ceiling. Please remember it. Keep your aim high, but be practical in reaching that aim. Vision is very important. The bigger you think, the more you will be able to achieve if you have positive thoughts in yourself. And it is very important. As Tennyson said, when the road all seems uphill, when you want to quit, rest you must, but don't you quit. थकना ठीक है, पर थक कर क्विट नहीं करना है. थक कर सोचना है कि हमने आगे कैसे जाना है. वो ज़्यादा इम्पोर्टेंट है. पॉलिटिक्स में बहुत सारी चीज़ें होती हैं. हमारे देश में जिस तरीके से चीज़ें बढ़ी हैं आज़ादी के बाद, उसमें कई कुरीतियां भी हैं, अच्छी चीज़ें भी हैं. अब उसके अंदर आपका क्या रोल है वो आपने डिसाइड करना है. और मैं एक आपके साथ सोच छोड़ना चाहता हूं. बहुत आसान है किसी को देखकर ये करना कि हम इन्हीं को फॉलो कर लेते हैं. बहुत कुछ होता है. ये इलेक्शन लड़ने के लिए पैसा चाहिए तो उसको कमाने का ये तरीका है. और उसके बाद फिर हम एक भंवर के अंदर फंस जाते हैं. Then we get sucked into the present. We are not able to get out of it. It is for you to work out your path, which you will take to attain what you are aspiring to attain. And remember one thing, governance implies ensuring that the democracy and the democratic values pass on to everybody. No democracy can survive if there is inequality in economics and inequality in the society. Somewhere we all have to work to bring this together. And let me give you an example from the armed forces, because most of my time has been spent out there. I don't count the training period of 4 years, but 42 years is a long time in the life to be in an organization. You have all seen, जब भी कुछ गड़बड़ होती है, चाहे प्राकृतिक आपदा आए, चाहे कहीं पर दंगे हों, आखिर के अंदर हम कहते हैं आर्मी को बुलाओ, आर्म्ड फोर्सेस को बुलाओ. ऐसा क्या है? वही आदमी गांव से निकलकर पुलिस में भी जाता है, वही आदमी गांव से निकलकर नेता भी बनता है, वही आदमी गांव से निकलकर प्रोफेसर भी बनता है. पर ऐसा आर्म्ड फोर्सेस में क्या है? दो चीजें हैं, और इसके बारे में सोच विचार करिएगा. अपने जीवन के अंदर अगर आप इसको उतार सकते हो तो जरूर उतारिएगा. वो दो चीजें हैं कि आर्म्ड फोर्सेस में जाति का भेदभाव नहीं है. वी डोंट बिलीव इन इट. दूसरा, धर्म को हम अगर संस्कृत में बोला जाए तो सेवा अस्माकम धर्म, सर्विस करना ही मेरा धर्म. We don't differentiate. In one tent we can have all the religions combined. That's your personal faith. And as officers, our religion is that of the troops. I've had a Christian commanding officer. He used to preside over the Havan on Sunday. It was a predominantly Hindu unit. We also had Muslims in the unit. He used to preside over the Havan because he was the head of the family. And he used to go to the church later on in his own spare time. And that is true for all units of the Indian Army. That is why there is a great amount of unity when we work. And please remember one thing. Read, analyze, and come to sane conclusions. It's very easy to get distracted in life. और अगर आप पढ़ेंगे नहीं, उसका विश्लेषण नहीं करेंगे, तो आप गलत चले जाएंगे. हमारा इतिहास बहुत बड़ा है. ज़्यादातर हमारी प्रॉब्लम्स आई हैं 1857 के बाद. 1857 की सब चीज़ें दबा दी गई. बहुत सारी चीज़ें. हजरत महल ने कैसे लड़ाई लड़ी, और बहुत से हमारे लोग हुए जिन्होंने लड़ाइयाँ लड़ी उस टाइम पर उस इतिहास को विकृत कर दिया गया. It has been changed. It is, it is the person who hunts who writes the history. The person who is hunted, nobody writes about him as to what he did. So what you read or what has been dished out so far, you need to sit down and analyze. We have got a very glorious history, and a lot of problems which have come up is because the British wanted to divide us so that they could rule us. And unfortunately, after independence, and I've got no compunction in saying that, unfortunately, a lot of people after independence went into the same mindset with the British left. They further divided us. Today, the need is to get people together. Today, the need is to think of the nation first. Today, the need is to look at society as a whole. Today, the need is to feel the power of this nation. And today, the need is to take this nation forward. I think if that message remains in you, you will be the most successful leaders in the world. There are people at times who ask me, what is the difference you felt in the armed forces and the life that you are leading now? There is a difference. I wish we had schools of governance and politics earlier. Many countries have had. And to this, I must appreciate the endeavor that has been made here. Because if you do not understand how politics goes, then you have to find a way through it. And at times, the way can lead you wrong. I just got pushed into it. I had no aspiration to be in politics. I just got pushed into it because मैं लोगों को बताता था समाज सेवा करते टाइम कि हमको उन लोगों को पॉलिटिक्स में लाना चाहिए जिनका कोई पॉलिटिकल बैकग्राउंड नहीं है. हमारी पॉलिटिक्स अच्छी बनेगी, फ्रेश ब्लड आएगा, फ्रेश लोग आएंगे, नए आइडियाज आएंगे. और उस चक्कर के अंदर लोगों ने कहा आप हमको कीचड़ में क्यों धकेल रहे हैं, पहले आप खुद तो घुस कर देखिए. And I came. I was asked to contest from a constituency about which I didn't know anything. It was not my area. I didn't have a residence in that area. But I had a background. And I had people in that area who, some of them, who were from that background, and I sought help from a lot of ex-servicemen. And I think, and that is the faith I have in most of the people of the country. They have great faith in the armed forces. So I won that election with just about 1,000 votes less than Modi ji, and decided that I must do something different. Today, पॉलिटिक्स में लोग बाग दूसरे तरीके से देखते हैं. आज पॉलिटिक्स के अंदर एक नया बदलाव आया है जब से मोदी जी आए हैं कि आप डेवलपमेंट के ऊपर देखिए, विकास की तरफ देखिए, जो आखिरी छोर का व्यक्ति है उसकी तरफ देखिए, कैसे उसको उठाना है. जैसे मैंने कहा, डेमोक्रेसी तभी सर्वाइव करेगी जब ये असमानताएं दूर होंगी. और इसलिए आगे आने वाले दिनों में इन चीज़ों के ऊपर ज़्यादा जोर होगा. तो जब आप हर पार्टी की फिलॉसफी को एनालाइज करते हैं, उसको पढ़ते हैं, तो उसमें से अपने लिए कुछ लेसन्स निकाल के रखिए. And I can't give you a better example than that of our Honorable Prime Minister. उन्होंने अपने जीवन काल के अंदर मेरे ख्याल से जितना अलग अलग लीडर्स के बारे में और पार्टीज के बारे में अध्ययन किया होगा, मुझे नहीं पता उनके बारे में, उनको जीवनी का नहीं पता मुझे, पर मुझे लगता है कि उन्होंने बहुत अध्ययन किया है, क्योंकि जो चीज़ें वो निकाल कर लाते हैं वो हैं जो कि पहले नहीं हुई हैं या जो आसान थी करनी पर लोगों ने की नहीं. And that is why he is a successful leader. So I wish you all get as much success as has been possible by our Prime Minister, and each of you grows and contributes to the nation. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir, for inspiring us through your words and giving good suggestions to our upcoming leaders of the MPG batch, current and future MPG batches. We are indeed honored to have amongst us His Excellency Honorable Governor of Mizoram, Shri Dr. Hari Babu Kambhampati ji, who is presiding over the function of the convocation ceremony of the 14th and 15th MPG batch organized by the MIT School of Government. Before inviting Sir to address the audience, may I request my technical team to kindly relay a short film on the life and work of Dr. Hari Babu Kambhampati ji.
Dr. Kambhampati Hari Babu is the Honorable Governor of Mizoram from July 2021 to present. Dr. Kambhampati Hari Babu has done BTech in Electronics and Communications Engineering from Andhra University, ME in Electrical and Control Systems from Andhra University, and PhD in Control Systems from Andhra University. As a student leader, he participated in the Jai Andhra movement along with Shri Teneti Vishwanatham. Sardar Gautulachan served as Andhra Pradesh State Executive Member of Janata Party in 1977 and Shri Muppavarapu Venkateshwara Rao in 1972. He also participated in Lok Sangharsh Samiti agitation under Lok Nayak Jai Prakash Narayan during 1974 to 1975. He also served as Andhra Pradesh State Executive Member of Janata Party in 1977. He was the Secretary of Andhra University Engineering College Students' Union from 1972 to 1973. He was elected to the 16th Lok Sabha from Visakhapatnam Parliamentary Constituency in the year 2014. He was a member of the task force constituted by the central government for interlinking of rivers from 2003 to 2004. Dr. Hari Babu has truly shown his extreme dedication and passion towards the nation's welfare with the attitude of Rashtra Sarvopari all his life. We warmly welcome Dr. Kambhampati Hari Babu.
Leading by example from a student leader to an academician to politician, he is a true example to all our students. Let us, with a huge round of applause, welcome Shri Hari Babu Kambhampati ji.
General V.K. Singh, PVSM, AVSM, YSM, retired, Honorable Union Minister of State for Road Transport and Civil Aviation, UNESCO Chairholder, Professor Dr. Vishwanath D. Karad, President MIT World Peace University, Shri Gajanan Chandrakant Kirtikar, Honorable Member of Parliament, Shri Rahul V. Karad, Chief Initiator, MIT School of Government, Dr. R.M. Chitnis, Vice Chancellor of the University, Dr. Prashant L. Dave, Registrar, Dr. K. Girishan, Director, officials, staff, and my dear students. I am very happy to be with you today for the convocation ceremony of the 14th and 15th batches of the Masters in Political Leadership and Government, MIT School of Government. It was only recently that I came to have a more detailed knowledge about MIT World Peace University and the various institutions under it. I place on record my appreciation to Dr. Vishwanath Karad and his team for their valuable service. Recently, I came to know about the World Peace Dome in MIT's Loni campus, which is described as the biggest dome in the world. Having inquired more about this spiritual structure, I believe that it truly narrates the vision of Professor Dr. Vishwanath Karad. Its grand architecture is synonymous with Dr. Karad's personal stature. I recall a Sanskrit Subhashita which loosely translates as Vidya is knowledge or skill, that knowledge leads to humbleness and humbleness attains worthiness. From that worthiness comes wealth, and from wealth we start doing good deeds. From that we are in the constant process of experiencing joy. Indeed, Dr. Vishwanath Karad is an embodiment of knowledge, humility, good deeds, and the joy. I am impressed to learn about the vast and extensive participation of the MIT group of institutions in different disciplines, including engineering, art, design, technology, research, and social innovation. I deeply appreciate the numerous activities undertaken, such as the National Teachers Congress and the Bharatiya Chhatra Samsad. I have particularly noted that the first National Women's Parliament, jointly organized with the Andhra Pradesh Legislative Assembly. I congratulate the MIT group of institutions for all these remarkable activities and many more. As we all know, our country is currently celebrating the Azadi Ka Amrut Mahotsav to mark 75 years of our independence. Throughout the years, India has remained faithful to the core democratic values as enshrined in the Constitution. As the largest democracy in the world, we continue to be blessed with vibrant politics and energetic public participation. In our democratic republic, the will of the people reigns supreme through our political processes. I have gone through the MPG course syllabus of the MIT School of Government, and I appreciate the comprehensive political training being imparted to the students. It is also extremely important to maintain keen awareness regarding the various government and public welfare measures. In any profession, training is of the utmost important in order to bring out best performance. For instance, even in the case of candidates who have cleared the competitive civil service examinations such as IAS and IPS, they are first rigorously trained at Mussoorie. Because they are very intelligent, people did not think that the training is not necessary. Training is at most important in any field. For a long time, it seemed that politics was the only important profession where a valuable formal training was not available. However, I am delighted to know that now this MPG course can bridge that gap. The innovative course on political training by MIT has led me to recall that Professor N.G. Ranga, who was the first president of the Swatantra Party, founded by Dr. C. Rajagopalachari and M.R. Masani, others, organized a political school in Nidubrolu of Guntur district in Andhra Pradesh to train budding politicians. Professor Ranga himself was a successful parliamentarian for an astonishing 4 decades. He was the deputy leader of the Congress parliamentary party at the time of Mrs. Indira Gandhi's assassination. Many of the people who had undertaken political training under Professor Ranga became parliamentarians, legislators, and ministers thereof. I have learnt that many students who have completed this MPG course have gone on to become important political party functionaries and as private secretaries to ministers and members of parliament. Although politicians themselves may not be trained, it is good that graduates from MIT School of Government are aiding and assisting our elected representatives and political leaders. These trained individuals should be capable of handling responsibility and are in a better position to guide them. I am of the opinion that the government should encourage interested persons to go for these political trainings. Nowadays, some political parties are also conducting training classes on their ideologies and awareness of the government schemes. For the better and more efficient functioning of our democracy, it is crucial to have more and more of these trainings in politics. In this context, I would like to mention the name of one organization, Rambhav Malgi Prabodhini, an organization functioning in Maharashtra. It is being guided by Mr. Fadnavis, who is the opposition leader in Maharashtra Assembly, and also Vinaya Sahasrabuddhe, who is the member of Rajya Sabha. Under their guidance, the organization is engaged in the activity of grooming the individuals, shaping their talents and skills through training and orientation. It is an academy for socio-political activities. Young, bright minds in schools and colleges often wish to become teachers, doctors, engineers, pilots, bureaucrats, etc. Youngsters usually do not want to go into politics as they have certain negative perceptions about it. In India, at least MIT School of Government and the able leadership of Mr. Rahul Karad has been instrumental in changing this bias. As I speak today, well-informed minds are increasingly talking about politics as a viable career option, and to this end, Rahulji's contribution is widely visible as I address this convocation ceremony. Today, as I speak on the occasion of the convocation of 14th and 15th batches of MIT School of Government, I feel the need to make a case for youngsters to enter politics and assume leadership positions in this new India. Although we don't have any studies about the attitude of the youth, what is their attitude about entering into politics. But nowadays, the participation of youngsters is increasing in politics. At the international stage, a welcome change arrived in 2010. The Inter-Parliamentary Union, IPU, adopted a resolution titled Youth Participation in Democratic Process. As a member of Parliament, I also attended many sessions of this IPU, mostly held in Geneva and other places. And this resolution has encouraged, which called on the members to develop practical measures to increase participation of young people in Parliament and other representative bodies. In India, positive changes can be seen by looking at the data. 32 newly elected MPs were under 35 years of age in 2014 general elections, through which I also became the member of Lok Sabha in 2014. I am very happy today, Mr. Karad, Professor Karad, Senior Karad and Junior Karad, they have chosen 3 guests to participate in this convocation ceremony. Myself, Dr. V.K. Singh and Gajanan Kirtikar ji. We three of us are the members of the 16th Lok Sabha. I don't know, it is coincidence, it may be coincidence. They have chosen three guests today to be in the convocation who are the members of the same Lok Sabha, 16th Lok Sabha. The number in general elections 2019, it increased to 64 MPs under the age of 40 years in the 17th Lok Sabha. Therefore, the circumstances as well as the environment are conducive for youth to participate in politics. When I was elected to the 16th Lok Sabha in 2014, the youngest MP from Andhra Pradesh at only 26 years of age was Mr. K. Ram Mohan Naidu. I think he is the member of the 17th Lok Sabha, also from Andhra Pradesh. The son of former Union Minister Mr. K. Ram Naidu. I remember that Mr. Ram Mohan Naidu, in spite of his young age, was a very good speaker in English, Hindi, and also Telugu. His speeches were apt, relevant, and he used to raise issues relating to the people. Here I would like to mention some of the names of the other young MPs in the 16th Lok Sabha, such as Priyanka Singh Rawat, Abhishek Singh, Akshay Yadav, Chirag Kumar Paswan, Dushyant Chautala, Gaurav Gogai, Dr. Hina Gavit, Poonam Mahajan, and Pratap Simha, etc. A shining example of a young parliamentarian from 16th Lok Sabha is from the very state of Maharashtra, Dr. Hina Gavit. Dr. Gavit represents the people of Nandarbar, a district dominated by ST population. When she was elected as an MP for the first time in 2014, she was only 26 years old. When the Honorable Prime Minister was addressing the newly elected BJP MPs in Delhi, the young MP was writing her final year MD exams in Mumbai. However, it is not only her age that has caught attention. In her very first interview, Dr. Gavit said, when people say non-darbar, they think of malnutrition. I want to change that picture. It is no coincidence then that the Niti Aayog has praised non-darbar for putting a stellar performance under its aspirational district program. In the current 17th Lok Sabha too, I would like to share with you the names of a few young MPs and their ages at the time of their election. Mrs. Chandrani Murmu, Odisha, 25 years. Ms. Guddeti Madhavi, Andhra Pradesh, 26 years. L.S. Tejasvi Surya, Karnataka, 28 years. Shri Parjwal Revanna, Karnataka, 28 years. Ms. Nusrat Jahan, West Bengal, 29 years. These are just a few examples to show that many youngsters are getting elected nowadays and that the representation of the youth has drastically improved. At this point, I would like to speak a bit about the youngest MP of the 17th Lok Sabha, Ms. Chandrani Murmu, from Kiyonjor in Odisha. Her story should inspire the young leaders in this auditorium to participate in public life. At just 25 years old, she defeated a two-time sitting MP. With her election, she is giving voice to the scheduled tribe community of her region. Ms. Murmu has a clear vision for her constituency, aspiring to bring a railway line to connect her mineral-rich constituency with the Dama port and setting up a steel plant in Kiyonjor to boost employment in the region. Take the case of Mr. Jamyong Namgyal, who became MP at the age of 33 from Ladakh. He is now known for his effective speeches in the parliament. But what makes Mr. Namgyal stand out even more is the fact that he comes from an extremely humble background. Mr. Namgyal is the son of a carpenter, and he has braved economic hardships to reach a position of prestige in public life. Because many people think that they need lot of money to come into politics, to contest the election. But you can take the example of an young MP from Ladakh who is a son of a carpenter family. I wish to impress upon the sharp minds in this auditorium that all these young leaders in politics are an indication that the political landscape of India is changing. The electorate is appreciating young, articulate, non-dynastic, educated and motivated leaders. Nowadays, a lot of discussion is going on dynastic politics. Therefore, you need not come from a dynastic family to represent in the legislatures. You can always try your luck, even you don't have any family history. Now is an opportune time for the budding politicians to present their ideas of good governance and inclusive development with conviction and sense of duty. I have seen that the students who have been conferred with their degree certificates today are from different parts of the country. I wish that you will all continue to be productive members of the society wherever you go. With your valuable training, you should lead our community and the country to new heights of development and prosperity. Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji has given a passionate call for a new India with a vision for Atmanirbhar Bharat. In order to achieve Honorable Prime Minister's goal of becoming $5 trillion economy by 2024, we need fresh, young, and optimistic individuals to lead us into the future. I encourage all of you to take up this mantle with zeal and passion. In conclusion, I thank the MIT family for their kind invitation, and I convey my sincere congratulations to all the students who have been awarded with degrees today. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, sir, for your words of wisdom and in your inspirational quotes that you had given, which was also a clarion call for the youth of the country to come forward and join hands in politics and to make India, our Bharat Mata, to become the Vishwa Guru in the coming future. Before I invite Shri Ganesh Pokhaleji, the Controller of Examinations, for the concluding address and vote of thanks, I would like to bring to your notice that there will be a group photograph which will be taken after the convocation ceremony is declared closed by our founder president, where all the students, degree holders, are supposed to come to the stage for taking a photograph with all the esteemed dignitaries and then go back to their places, after which the academic procession will be starting again, back to where it started. Thank you. May I now invite Shri Ganesh Pokhale sir, Controller of Examinations of MIT World Peace University, for the concluding address and vote of thanks.
Thank you. This is a very unique occasion where we all gathered for the convocation ceremony of MIT SOG. If you all just rewind a few hours from the morning, the convocation ceremony procession started from the Sant Jnaneshwar statue offering the flower. We had this thoughtful words listened in Swami Vivekananda Hall. So basically that is what Karat sir have been making us to learn. Jnana, Tattva Jnana, all of it in having here. And it's an honor for me to stand here on that occasion. Of Mizoram. Sir, thank you very much for resonating the thoughts of training bringing the structured training to the field of politics and giving us a motivation to walk further on this path of School of Government. We are also thankful to Dr. General V.K. Singh sir Sir, thank you. When you speak the words with the students and you say, हम थक सकते हैं मगर रुक नहीं सकते, that is equally applicable to all of us as an university. We will also assure you that we will continue to progress on this path and goes further. I am extremely thankful to Shri Gajanan Kirtikar sir. This is basically when sir has already empowered our students by giving a lot of experience lies with him. We are thankful to you, sir, when you say and extend your hands and make our students comfortable when you say that you are welcoming them to the field and where they can learn with you. Thank you for that. We are extremely thankful to all the guests when you say and empower us. I am thankful to First Lady of Mizoram, Dr. Shri Kambhampati, Madam. I am also thankful to Shri Vidisha Gajanan Kirtikar ji, Madam, for being with us and giving us an opportunity to interact with you during this time. Going forward, I am thankful to UNESCO Chair Holder Dr. Professor Vishwanath Karat sir. Sir, we are extremely thankful and these opportunities where we tell ourselves and thank you for giving us the dreams to go and build things forward. I am thankful to Shri Rahul Karat sir. Sir gives us a wings to go and achieve those dreams which are shown. Thank you, sir, for being there. Thank you for putting up the fire in all of us and feel everyone every day to be enlightened and encouraged. Thank you for that. We are thankful to Prakash Joshi sir here and mentoring us throughout our academic journey and bringing us to these occasions where celebrate the success cumulatively as a convocation ceremony. Thank you, sir. We are thankful to Governing Board, Board of Management, Academic Council members. When these events are conducted, I am thankful to Vice Chancellor sir, Dr. R.M. Chetney sir for being with us on every day during academics and leading us, guiding us to this journey. We are grateful to many members who present in here, Dr. Prashant Dave sir, Registrar, Dr. Girisan sir, Director of the school, Professor Parimal sir, Dr. Mahesh Thorve for making these things possible, and obviously very thankful to all Pro VCs, Dean, Directors present in here, all the student faculties in carrying the journey forward and bringing it in here. Obviously with this, there are a lot of things which we must make a mention of it when we see a program of this level. We are thankful to the members from the print and digital media. I am also thankful to the policemen and the security staff for making this a very smooth operations for this function. We are thankful to University Media team, the IR team, event management team, and every team who is working relentlessly to make these things very possible happening. With this, pardon me if I'm missing some name because there are too many names work together to bring this journey covered. With this, a very large thankful and to the batch of the students who put trust on us and gave us an opportunity to work with you, to interact with you for those 2 years of and then making. So we always say it, Convocation Day always is a growing day for a university. So we are growing today. You are going out and showcasing your shine outside. So we say it's a Seva Arambha Day for all of you. With this, I'm thankful to the dais and everybody present in here. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. May I now request everybody to rise in your seats for the national anthem. May I now request Dr. Prashant Dave sir, Registrar of MIT World Peace University, to request UNESCO Chairholder, Founder and Chief Patron of Myers MIT, Professor Dr. Vishwanath D. Karat sir, to declare the convocation ceremony closed.
I request Founder President Professor Dr. Vishwanath Karat sir to declare the convocation ceremony closed.
I declare this 14th and 15th convocation ceremony over. Thank you.
I request all of you to be kindly seated, and I request all the students of the MPG batch 14th and 15th who have got your degrees today to come to the dais for the group photograph, quickly. Honorable Governor and other dignitaries have to leave. I request all the students of the MPG batch 14th and 15th who have got your degrees today to kindly come forward onto the stage for the group photograph, quickly. After this, you will have to go back to your positions, and then the academic procession will again start. A couple of you can move to that side as well and balance both the sides. Request the shorter ones to come in front and the taller ones to go back. I hope all of you have come. Those who are shorter can come to the front and give a 45-degree angle so that everybody can be visible on the photograph, so that all are visible. If you could just turn either 45-degree to the right or left. Please wear your pagdis and be in your attire of convocation. Yes. I think we are good to go. The current batch students can also proceed to the stage for the group photograph. Current batch students of MPG 17th batch can also come to the stage quickly for the group photograph. MPG batch 17 students, kindly move to the stage for the group photograph. Please stand at the back. Anybody else who is there from the MPG batch 17 can kindly come to the stage for the group photograph. Yes. We are good to go. The formal